All right, so let's jump into B team now. Chuck's not here, right? He's hunting this weekend.
Yep. So,
Did he say? Okay, so we will miss him, but there's still a lot of action to go around. Not the least of which is you guys are now at the Wayfarer Theater, which is a large boat. In the middle of the harbor, you guys were hustled out here as a misty drizzle began to fall on Seaquen. You guys were shuttled out to the boat, enjoyed a few cocktails, and then stepped downward into the bowels of the ship, which seemed to be much larger than the top. And we're seated amongst the variety of people to enjoy the show. Now, several people are not at the show, including some people here, including Ono and Vondrum. So before we get started on the show itself, I wanted to ask Ono and Vondrum specifically, and probably let's go with Vondrum first, since Eric still has a baby. But you guys are not at the ship. So I think, Vondrum, you took one of the dwarven guys to have drinks.
Yep, we were sitting at a local bar where we could look out over the ship.
Okay, and then, but he went to the ship, right, or did not?
No, I think he did leave. Yeah, because I gave him a ticket. Yep.
You gave him your ticket, so he is on the ship. As everybody went out there, and night is starting to fall, and you can see the lights, the lanterns of the ship out on the ship, and people on the deck, and then slowly moving underneath. Is there anything specific that you do?
I don't really have any message. Actually, you know what? I do. 150 feet. Yeah, but I think we just determined how far out is that boat?
It's more than 150 feet. It's out in essentially the middle of the harbor, probably 500 feet or so.
Yeah, so I don't have the ability to keep a message with those guys. So I am just going to keep watch. I have nothing of use to keep me in touch with them. Oh no, do you?
He may be typing, because I think he still has Tamar on his shoulder, or he's frozen. I can't tell if he's moving or not. All right, so but from your point of view, you're just going to post up at a window near that dockside bar where you can see the ship and see if anything goes berserk.
Yep, drink slowly and be grateful I'm not there watching a play.
All right, and Ono, Eric, can you tell us if Ono is going to be with Vondrum at this dockside bar, watching the ship and enjoying a cocktail or two?
I believe he typed in that he'd like to start making his way to the ship.
He would like to. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see that. I would like Ono to start to head towards the theater. So the theater. So you're not very far from the dock itself, and Vondrum himself is in a dockside bar and had been talking to one of the local cast of thousands that was part of the Lyceum Council before he headed out to the ship as well. The ship you can't just walk to. There's a series of boats that bring people back and forth, and those boats have stopped. So if you plan to go out there, you probably going to end up swimming out there. And I don't know if that's something you want to do, but it's certainly possible if you want to do it. I mean, it's not the rain. I mean, it's kind of the weather is a little bit threatening. It's only about 500 feet to swim, so it's not super far. And all of the there are several. I say probably two or three. Okay, there are two or three sort of the porter boats that are tied up to the ship, waiting for the play to be over, and they'll bring everybody back to the docks, back to shore after the thing is over. So yeah, I mean, you could swim out there. Is that what you want to do? Thumbs up is fine. Okay. All right. So Ono, you will you'll go to the edge and begin to, I'm assuming you want to do this out of sight from, the average schmo that's wandering around in the dock area. But you look for an opportunity to slip into the water unbeknownst. It's heading towards evening. It's probably about 7:30 at night, just probably just after sunset. So there's still a fair amount of residual light. So twilight more than anything, but it's getting rather dark. On the docks, a lot of times there are lanterns that go up. The streets, have lanterns and porters. There's a fairly busy area, especially with all the new population here and that kind of stuff. Okay, so to board uninvited, unseen. Okay, so when you get a moment, let me know how fast you swim, and if you want to go that fast and potentially be discovered, or if you want to sort of very slowly go out there, let me know what that's going on. Half speed, okay. And you want to do it with, I'm assuming you want to do it if you're going out there uninvited, unseen, you want to swim as large as possible without creating a lot of wake, just moving through the thing. Okay, perfect. The rest of you, however, are on the thing. So where is Wraith? Wraith did not go to there either, so he's probably back.
Yeah, he was going to be with Bondrum, so I was sticking around with him. I guess I don't know where Wraith is, so I'll continue to stick around and
he's probably just disappeared like he does,
right?
That kind of thing. So, all right. So, you guys in the play. So, you guys are sitting down, and it turns out that Katarina. I always want to say Katrina, but it's Katarina is there. Yes, you were with Vondrum, and Vondrum now knows what you were up to. So Katarina is there, and her seat is right next to Arendar's. Now, Arendar obviously continues his tradition of being incredibly rude and brusque to NPCs, but I assume that the rest of you...
Not NPCs, just her.
Just her? Oh, well, didn't you do that also with all the other NPCs I've ever introduced to you?
No, that's you that does that.
It doesn't feel like me.
No, he just doesn't like Miss Bucket O'Sass.
Well, she's sitting right next to you and, sort of enjoying the show. She's got a cocktail in her hand and that kind of stuff. But you can see, actually, you know what? Give me a perception check when you get a moment. 24. You can see, so you're kind of keeping an eye on her and that kind of stuff. And you can see that she's kind of like looking around. She is especially looking with interest on several of the people in the Lyceum Council, including Simeon, who are sort of in the front row there right next to the thing. She's sort of like keeping an eye. She's not staring at them with daggers, but she's definitely keeping an eye on them, and looking around, of the crowd and that kind of stuff, and sort of looking around to see what's going around. She doesn't seem to be all that interested in what's going up on the stage, which hasn't happened yet, so it's almost ready to begin. The rest of you, are anybody doing inside the theater? Is anybody doing anything specifically that they want to highlight, or are you just watching the play? Which is perfectly acceptable.
I am tying Katarina's or whatever's shoes together.
As you lean down to do that, she takes out a small knife and stabs it right in the back of your head really hard so that it penetrates your brain completely.
I've got a hard head. I realize.
What about you, Titus?
I'm going me, ma, moo. Just in case I get called up. I want my voice to be ready.
Getting ready to jump in the chorus.
Yeah.
And how about you, Poe?
Oh, I'm going to detect evil, I think, just for fun's sake.
The entirety of the crowd, or the actors, or...
Well, it's 60-foot cone-shaped emanation, and it lasts for 50 minutes. So, yeah, pretty much everybody.
So you're just going to fire it up and leave it, and then just sort of pan around. All right. Well, you don't get much evil. There are a couple of people in the crowd, people that you don't know, that do seem to emanate mild amounts of evil. But if you're looking around for demons and devils and things like that, you don't see anything like that. And you're going to keep it going?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Starting at the back of the theater and cascading forward, lantern flames flicker and then vanish, go out. drawing your attention towards the spotlit stage, where only a handful of lanterns remain, violins, cellos, and a very sort of tinny drum roll sound from the walls, seeming to come from nowhere. The last lanterns are snuffed out. The curtain slowly crawls 40 feet up into the ceiling, and then even then the spotlights die, fading like a setting sun, white to orange to blood red. The drum crescendos and then goes silent as a man strides onto stage with the spotlight snapping on him as he comes into view. He hurries across the stage and casts a furtive glance at the audience. You recognize him under layers of what look to be some sort of magic and illusion as that guy Giorgio, the Wayfarer of the Wayfarers Guild, the guy who came to you with the tickets, only a couple of days before. He plays the role of an ancient orc geomancer, Toteth Topek, clad in a white traveling robe reminiscent of styles of ancient times. From the shadows of the theater's ceiling, a serpent dives down like a pearly lightning bolt, snapping its jaws just as Toteth dives out of reach, and the violins cry out in fright from the walls as the geomancer somersaults to his feet, pulls back his long black staff from under his robe, and the serpent rises into the air, snarling in rage as they begin to fight. And just when the creature's tail is almost out of reach, Toteth leaps forward, grabs it in one hand, holds his long staff in the other. Drums sound, horns cheer, and the audience in front of you gasps as, flying through the air, Toteth clambers up the beast's back, fights off its bites, digs its hand in the monster's eye, cracks out one of its teeth with a ferocious swing of the staff. The serpent bucks and vanishes into the shadowed sky, and Toteth flips and rolls 20 feet to the ground, stones cracking where his hands and feet strike. The audience stands up and applauds, and so begins the play, which is called The Spectacular Trial of Toteth Topek. So as you guys sort of like settle in, obviously there's a fair amount of noise here. There's there's music, violins and drum rolls and things like that. So you can talk quietly without disturbing the play, especially where you are in the back row. Most of the people as you look around, most of the people seem pretty pleased, and you don't see anything that seems out of the ordinary as the play goes on. Singing and cartwheeling primitives at the far end of the world celebrate Toteth Topek on stage as a great hero, for he saved their town from a dragon. But the geomancer doesn't care. He travels only to find great magic. Immortality is what he seeks. His journeys carry him to many foreign lands where he finds many strange beasts and fights them, all the while pursued in the shadow of that opal dragon. He befriends 3 mages as the play goes on, all along the way, helping each of them on a different leg of the journey with their control over flames, wind, the sea. But ultimately, Toteth travels alone in the great desert under a searing sun. Demons fight him. Heat drives him mad, and he sees a vision of the storm chaser eagle crashing to the earth in front of him. Feathers burst across the theater, floating through the air, and when people grab them out of the air, they see that they're not illusions. Everyone looks up to see Toteth passed out on the stage, and the dragon hovering over him. But before it can strike, a beautiful, dark-skinned woman in green robes finds him, falls across his body, and prays for help. Light beams from the heavens, and the dragon flees again into the shadows of the stage. As the stage once again fades into darkness, the woman carries Toteth away to her home, and a deep percussive thrum shakes the theater like the beating of a massive heart. At this point is the end of Act 1. And the play has a small break. Katarina sort of leans over to Arendar and says, "It's pretty heavy-handed illusions, don't you think?"
Probably.
Yeah, it's clear that the dragon is Sargava, and that the mages represent the various constituent countries: Mwangi, the elves, the dwarves, and Toteth is from here, and the woman in green is representing Seaquen, coming to aid of this man. She says the elements are obviously fairly common motifs, that kind of thing. And the costume choices are clearly intended as propaganda, that we're all working together against the Sargavans. Although she sort of like, she sort of scoffs a little bit. Although they really do a fair amount of good work with illusions. I mean, it is compelling visually. Don't you think?
Sure.
You're really quite vocal tonight, aren't you, Arendar?
Pretty much.
Act 2 begins. And the curtains open, and Toteth wakes in fits. Light and dark represent many passing of months as the woman tends to him. As he heals, a romance forms between them, and the healing montage ends with a flamboyant love song and mock battle between Toteth and his love's in-laws so that he can marry her. The battle is interrupted at the funniest moment by a tremor, and people in the audience actually seem to cringe in fear as the stage seems to crack and intense winds seem to blow out of the deep. Toteth realizes the world is still in danger, and he recalls the vision he had of the eagle. He sets out to find a way to save the woman he loves, leaving her behind, but not realizing that she may be pregnant. Another montage showcases his incredible journey as he faces fairies asking the answer to riddles, giant spiders, and a cursed fire filled with evil spirits trying to find a gem that can seal up the world. Interspersed during this odyssey are images of his love, growing slowly until she finally gives birth. When she does, she is visited by the 3 mages who aided Toteth in Act 1, and they bless the child, swearing to go to the geomancer's quest so that he can come home soon. They travel through the aftermath of the various monsters and challenges Toteth has defeated, in their ease of their journey, a humorous counterpoint to the geomancers. But then they find him and see him standing atop a shining peak, fighting the dragon of bright shadows. Toteth holds the gem high, trying to capture the dragon's soul so he can take its power and heal the world, but the dragon is stronger. It bites him in half, and the stage goes dark. The only thing visible is the gem, which falls to the stage and shatters. Katarina sort of says, like, I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is where Toteth has trapped his own spirit in the mountain. The others don't realize the significance of what they've seen, so they try and track down and kill the dragon. The dragon kills them at the end of the next act, and the whole thing seems like a tragedy. But then the geomancer's daughter, whose name is Ishu, grows into become a woman, and she vows to destroy the dragon and her father's works. Blah blah blah.
I say, are you seriously giving me spoilers?
Well, I didn't know that you were interested in this. I thought you were just here to sort of. You seemed disinterested in the whole play. I thought, that's how this works.
Okay.
All right. Everybody make a quick perception check. All right. The lights remain quite low during the intermission, but for and there are servants come by with trays of cocktails and wine and things like that to provide refreshment, little tea cakes and things like that, and they wind their way around the place to provide things for everybody as you wait for the second act. But as you are, as it begins, you can hear the music start to swell. That indicates that the next act is about to begin. You guys see. So Poe doesn't, but Arendar, you and Titus are sort of like looking around at the crowd, and you see like what looks to be a shadow kind of emerge from the bulkhead right about there. And it's small. It's maybe 3.5 feet tall, and it looks just like a shadow that's coming in. But it moves. I mean, there's not much light in here, so there's a lot of shadows, but it moves oddly. And doesn't seem to be being thrown by any particular lantern. What's even worse is that it moves very quickly to the stairs, and you see the shadow sort of swirl up the stairs.
So
That's
who
like
saw
the
that? Was that me and Arendar that saw it?
You and Arendar that saw that. Arendar, in addition to that, you, with a 32 perception check, you're pretty sure that it's about the same size and shape as Giorgio.
Yeah.
And you thought you saw hands, that looked like maybe had blood stains on them. It goes up the thing. Katerina, you can see, is looking up the stairs as well, and she looks at you and she goes, you and Titus. She goes, "Did you see that? Did you see Giorgio? Was that Giorgio?
Giorgio with blood on his hands? Yeah.
I didn't see the blood, but I thought I saw him. He's supposed to be on stage here in a moment." Well, no, he won't be because he was just killed at the end of Act 2. Why would he continue to be shadowed? What do you think's going on? Why did he have blood on it? You saw blood?
Yeah. That looks more interesting to me than, and then I point to the stage, than what's going on there.
Well, about as Katerina sort of looks at you and she's like, "I agree." And then the curtain comes up and the play begins again. As far as you can tell, no one else in the room saw anything. They were all focused on the stage, and it happened right as the music started to come up. So you know how it is. Everybody sort of looks back. They were, there was a lot of people like talking and having drinks and stuff like that. Then they turned back around to the play because it's beginning to start. In fact, the curtain is rising again, and you can see the play beginning. But yeah, you guys saw Giorgio. He looked like he was clothed in some sort of shadow, and he looked like he had, at least you, Arendar. Katerina didn't see this, and neither did Titus, but he looked like he had blood on his hands.
Should we follow him? I'm kind of asking Titus, and well, I'm sure we would have pulled polearm into this conversation.
Sure.
Even though he didn't see, but I'm saying, do we follow the little dude?
Well, Katerina is like, well, I don't know. If as you say, he had blood on his hands, there must be something fishy going on. Why? There's no reason for him to have blood. He's an actor.
Was he one of the evil characters, Les?
You did see, as you were panning around, you did see that he does have some evil.
I'd say we see what's going on with him.
I agree. So what do you guys do? So you guys just like slip out, or are you going to make a big production out of it?
Where did he come from?
The back bulkhead, like the wall, right?
Yeah. He came in through the back, like from outside.
Yeah, I'll point that through that wall.
Maybe we need to see where he was rather than where he's going, just to see what the hell he did if he's got blood on his hands.
How do you do that?
There's no door back there,
Yeah, there's no door. It's the bulkhead of the ship.
like out into the water, right?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you can hear some of the waves splashing against it and rain beating down on the water outside. I mean, it's hard to hear because, of the plays now going on.
Yeah.
Is there a secret door, maybe?
Good look. Do you want to check it out and see if there's any secret doors there?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So you get up and you go over to the bulkhead to check for secret doors.
While he's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bolt up the stairs to see if I can get to the top and see if I can see where the shadow dude went.
Okay, so you're going up the stairs to see what's what?
Yeah, and I'm kind of bolting. I'm not moving slow since we paused for a few seconds to talk.
Okay.
He's already 10 seconds, 15
He's
seconds.
already up there.
Yeah, so I want to bolt to see if I can see where he went.
Okay, so Arendar goes over to where he did and checks with stone cutting. Oh, because you're a dwarf. You don't see any secret doors or any sort of portal. I mean, and you even put your hands on it. There doesn't seem to be any. I mean, it's not an illusionary wall. It's nothing like that. As far as you can tell, it is flat out bulkhead. Arendar, you get up to the top. Here, let me just move you over there. Can you see?
Oh, yep.
All right, so let me put a light over there so you can see what's going on. So everybody can see what's going on. All right, so you get to the top of the stairs and you see a couple of things. First, you also hear Katerina coming up the stairs behind you. Titus, what are you doing? We'll get. Tell you what, we'll get to you in just a second. Arendar, as you get to the top of the stairs, a couple of things strike your eye. On one hand, you see that the area is completely empty of theater people. The servants have stayed down below with you guys, and they get stuff from behind and things like that. But so there's no. But usually, I mean, there's a bar sitting here where people would come up on deck to get a cocktail. And you remember when you came in that there was a bartender behind that bar, and you don't see him. What you now see that's new is this stuff here. So right here, you see what look to be 4 or 5 fairly large. They're not barrels in the sense that they're 55-gallon barrels. They're smaller, like more like water barrels that you would carry around, but they're sort of like piled up next to the bar. And the barrels themselves have sort of a weird kind of outgrowth on them. So imagine a regular water barrel, but a couple of the staves seem to be bowed out and like caulked in. So there's like a little bowed area up near the top, sort of in the upper third of the barrel. And sitting on top of the barrel is something that you've never seen. Sitting on top of it is something you've never seen before. You don't think, certainly not on a boat. And it looks like this.
Yeah, I'm
It's
checking that
not.
out.
It's not lit, so ignore the sparks there. But yeah, it's sitting on top of those barrels.
Makes you just want to light it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not bright enough in here. I need it's more light.
All right. You also don't see any people up here, and you certainly don't see Giorgio. Titus, what are you doing? You saw Arendar. So Poe is in the back of the boat, sort of like feeling around, kind of looking at the back of the boat. Arendar has whooshed up the stairs, and along with Katerina, and they've disappeared. What do you do?
We didn't really discuss it, so I guess I'm going to follow them upstairs because the show's not that good. It's already been ruined by Katerina.
Okay.
So I'll meet him upstairs.
All right. So you go up the stairs as well.
Yep.
All right. Hold on a sec. Let's do this just so we know who everybody is. Boom. All right. So Titanic. So Katerina comes out and she starts walking around. You can see her sort of look at those kegs, and she looks at Aaron. She looks at you, Arendar, and Titus, and she goes, "If you're gonna take a look at those," and she's in a whisper, "If you're gonna check those out, be careful. I don't like the looks of that bag on top of them, and I don't like the looks of those barrels."
Yeah, neither do I.
You can hear upstairs. You can hear the play sort of going on.
You mean downstairs, right?
Downstairs. That's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are on. So it's a caravel, right? So there's a couple of castles on either side of the boat. You are in the middle part, which is lower, right? So you know how boats are shaped, right? So there's the middle deck, and then the 2 higher areas, one in the front and one in the back, and you can see those where the masts are and things like that.
So
You
we're
don't see
on
any.
top of the boat right now.
Yeah, you're outside.
Okay. I am going to go over and I said we need to see where what's his name went, so we need to spread out and find the little twerp. So I am going to come down this way,
Okay.
looking for him, but also I want to look at the barrels and look at that bag on top.
Okay. What about you, Titus?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna cast detect magic
Okay.
just towards the barrels and the bag.
Okay. All of those things radiate. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got the school right. All of those barrels, the barrels themselves seem to be normal. The contents of all the barrels radiate pretty strong alchemical evocation magic. The bag also radiates evocation magic.
So I share that information with Arendar and Katerina. Is there anything more I can tell about them?
You're probably going to blow up soon.
Oh, Yeah, that would be good to notice.
Um,
Cast a magic missile at them. Just kidding.
all right. Swim speed is 20. Oh no, you are probably within about 100 feet of the boat at this point. Oh, actually, you're probably getting close to the boat. Weirdly, as you approach, you see some people on deck, which you didn't expect to see, and you certainly didn't see as you were going through, as you're swimming there. Katerina is like, be careful of that, as she points at the barrels. Do you guys know anything about this? And she's sort of at the edge of the boat, and she sort of goes and points down to the water.
I'll go check that out. What is it?
All right. At the bottom of next to the boat is a burnt rowboat, and it's burnt. It's very burnt up. The wood is scorched. Looks like alchemically, and there are several bodies, burnt bodies, lying in the boat.
Like so burnt they're not edible anymore.
Correct.
Oh,
You wouldn't want to eat them.
Are there any barrels or remnants of barrels down there?
No, there is a rope ladder that's tied to the gunwale that leads down to that.
But no shadow moving around down there or anything.
No. Oh no. Give me a perception check. And Titus too.
okie dokie.
$26 and 32. As Arendar and Katrina are looking over the edge of the gunwales of the boat, looking down into the water, and you're not sure what's there. You hold on a second. You hear a creaking noise up above you. Hold on a second. And on the castles, over by oh wait, can't see it on this map, but hold on, let me do this here. Hold on a second. This will make it a lot easier for everybody.
What's a castle?
So a castle, so you know how caravel boats are shaped, like sailing boats, where there's sort of like a high, it's higher at the back and the front, and then lower in the middle,
Uh-huh.
where the main deck is. So
Uh-huh.
those high places are called
Uh-huh.
castles.
No.
There's a forecastle, which is the forward castle, and I forget what the other one's called. It's like a aft castle or something like that, or the something. Anyway,
Baxel.
is it a faxel? Is it really?
Baxel.
A baxel, yeah. The
Yeah.
forecastle and the baxel. I like it. From now on, that's canon. All right, so you see, so Titus, you turn around, and Ono, you see this. So Ono, you are approaching from this side of the boat, where there is another set of more where the other like porter boats are, and there's a much larger sort of better made set of wooden stair steps that go up to the boat. You're approaching from the western side, and you see these two figures sort of rise up, and they have arrows, and there are several anchor lines going straight down and anchoring the boat to the harbor. You see two people at the top rise up and draw bead on Arendar, and they fire their arrows. And if I can find out where I had them. All right, and so they fire tough arrows. So one is fired at Arendar, the other one is fired at Katerina. Here's Arendar. Ooh, 28, Stern Castle.
That's a hit.
And Katerina, 22. Let me check on her. Also a hit, because she's not wearing any armor. Okay, so hold on, a couple of things. Those arrows just kind of wick down. Bam. In each of you. Hold on. And they do.
That middle portion is the same on both of those left side maps, right? Less the.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Katarina gets hit for 11. And Arendar, you get hit for 10 points of damage. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Katarina. Okay. All right. So Katarina, you see, Arendar, you see her slipping forward, and she's probably going to fall off that gunwale. The arrow took her by surprise. The gunwales are wet, and she lost grip, and looks like she's beginning to fall off the boat.
Can I grab her?
You can try. Give me a reflex check. 25. Yeah, you grab her, but she is massively off balance. You see her grab onto your arm, but as long as you have her, until you can get her back up on, sort of pull her back up, you'll have to sacrifice a round, because it is, as it happens, we are going into a niche.
Okay.
So can we see who and where those arrows came from?
Oh, now you can, absolutely.
Okay.
Titus, give me a perception. You have detect magic going on, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So you look up there. Give me a knowledge arcana when you get a moment.
Okay. Sixteen.
16. All right. So these guys are radiating magic. But it's not their weapons that are radiating magic. There seems to be some sort of magical shell around them. They look like a couple of elves.
Well, I passed that info on to Arendar and Katarina for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on.
Arendar would just say, get rid of them.
All right, hold on. I gotta get what is it? Image plus bow. God damn it. My tabs are not working the way I want them to. All right, hold on. Let me get these guys. 14. All right. Oh no, did you? Oh, you did. Titus, what did you roll for Nish?
I'm not understanding how this is set up. This program, because my initiative should be +5, and what it's showing is that I rolled a oh no, a 3.
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
Plus 5.03, so.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, 8.03. Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think it carried it over to the turn order, but
It didn't. Let me get it. I'll get it for him. We got his back.
Well, I'm happy to re-roll.
Negatory, good buddy.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. So round one, Arendar, you go first. That's a great so you got her. You can't, but you didn't have any weapons. Did you bring weapons to this thing? I mean, I don't think you would have come out here with like a bow and arrow.
Because I'm going to say, yeah, I'm in full armor, full shield and weapons, but
that seems
I'm
a lot for the theater.
I'm say whatever you think we have.
I'm gonna guess that probably no armor and if anything, a small hand weapon. So if you have a dagger or a short sword potentially, if you have one.
Well, the falcata is not much longer than a short sword.
Well, I'll allow it.
Okay. So you said my first action has to be to actually pull her up on board.
Yeah.
I got a 20 strength, so I
Okay.
can probably lift 3 of her without even trying.
So you're gonna throw her onto the thing?
Yeah, I'll just catapult her like onto the
deck
of the castle.
I don't know that you could do that. That's a good amount of catapult. And she seems remarkably massy for a dainty redheaded woman. So, or blonde haired woman. So, yeah. So you pull her up and she slips and she falls to the deck. And you can see her rummaging in her bodice or whatever the hell she's wearing. And she's pulling. You can see her sort of like working a knife out. She's got a dagger as she lifts herself up. So I'm going to give her an initiative roll as well. Let's get her in.
Wow, so this is gonna be a short fight if we've got no armor. Okay. So the standard action was to pull her up and make her safely on deck.
Yep.
Move action, is this a ladder or are these stairs?
There's stairs.
Okay, so move action. So 5, 10, 15 gets me to there, right?
Okay. Yes.
So 20, 25, and that's as far as that's all I can do.
Okay.
Is just get to right there. So
All right.
I'm done.
All right. She stands up as a move action. And pulls her dagger in the same token. She sees you going up the stairs and she's going to take another move action and she's going to do the same thing, only over to here and begin accosting that guy. So both of you guys sort of split. She nods as you go up and you guys split and go up the castles and attack the archers.
Let's get 2.
Yeah, well, she can't attack them either, but she's going to get to them and you can see her yelling out. It is their turn. And so they are going to take. All right. First thing they're going to do, 5-foot step away so that they can fire.
That's still next to me.
All right. Then they are going to run down the stairs. And this one's going to go to here. And he's going to fire at Titus.
What did I do?
And he's going to yell out, Nira, we need your help. And then he fires at Titus, Titiblius. Ooh, 29. That's a potential hit.
Yeah.
What do you say? Titus 29 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
They're good. Minimum damage, 6 points. The other one, realizing that he's in this now, he's got some room. So he's going to do a 5-foot step back, which will bring him away from Katarina. And he's going to fire at her. And he's going to hit her. Oh, for max damage. You see from there that she takes that arrow right in the guts. And you can see her sort of like stagger a little bit and a bloom of blood sort of begin to well up in her clothes as she looks down, and you can see her sort of like got one hand try to keep the blood in. Good night. She's trying to keep the blood in. She is wounded, but that's what they do. Let's do this. Hold on a second. Titus. Absolutely, you can. Titus, you see somebody coming out. You hear and you see that door over here open further, and somebody is coming out.
Friend or foe?
Well, there's a whole bunch of bombs on deck. So probably friend. There, you get a better look at her.
Oh, yeah.
So there's somebody coming out, and let's just have a look. It is a small gnome, dressed in woodland garb. She's looking very intently at you, and you can see her sort of like. She looks out and she just kind of looks curious at you. She looks over at the elvish bowman, and she looks at him and she goes, and she sort of like shakes her head for him to, and he begins moving to try and get around behind you as he drops his his bow and pulls a short sword. Titus, give me a quick intelligence check. Just give me a roll with your intelligence bonus added in.
Okay. Give me a moment. Roll with intelligence. Okay.
I'm sorry, she's not a gnome, she's a halfling. Just like Giorgio is.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. You're not sure, but the bowman looks like he's trying to sort of move around behind you. She pulls a short sword, which for a halfling is probably just a long dagger, really. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay. This is a lot of rolling.
A lot of rolling for Titivilius. Oh no, you're up next.
23.
23. All right. So you don't understand what they're trying to do, but you do see that long dagger that the halfling has in her hand as her eyes go back to you seems to have some sort of viscous liquid dripping off the blade. It's not blood. It looks like a dark blue color.
And is she heading towards me?
Oh yeah. But you can see her. She's sort of like very cautiously moving towards you. You guess that she's giving the other guy time to get around behind you.
Okay.
All right.
So do I
Oh
see
no. Well, yeah, probably. You would probably see that because you're watching that guy. So he ran down the stairs to get away from you, but now
Right.
he's moving around behind to get behind Titus. You get the very specific vibe that they're trying to flank Titus.
Okay.
And being familiar somewhat with your brother's opinions on flank, you can't help but wonder, since this halfling woman commanded the elvish archer to get into the flank position, that she might be wanting to set up a sneak attack damage situation with a dagger with some blue liquid on the blade of it for poor Titus. All right. Oh no, if there's an anchor chain in front of me, I'm going to jump out of the water and clamber up. There is an anchor chain, but so the problem is the anchor chain goes into the thing. You can't climb on deck with the anchor chain because the anchor chains don't go on deck. You see this thing here? That's well, I guess it does kind of crank out from there. So yeah, you could actually, you know what? You could climb up that over there if you wanted to. Oh, you can't see it because I'm at a different level. So here is probably the closest anchor chain thing. You could climb that thing. Is that what you want to do? Well, yeah, this will take you up on top of the forecastle. So that's where that anchor chain winch is up on top of there. And you've seen that there's a bowman up there, and you think Katarina, although you don't see her up there. But that chain does lead to the top of the forecastle. You see what I'm talking about? This little winch here has a chain attached to it. That's one of them, and it goes all the way. The winch is all the way up on the top of the ship. All right, so you're going to climb. What's your climb? Give me a climb check. It's a slippery chain. It's cold and rainy out. 15. All right, no problem. Yeah, the links are pretty big and it's well anchored, so you can get up chain. At the first, you reach the top of the forecastle and you peer over and you see this guy here. This guy here has just drawn another arrow, has knocked it, and is doing that Urukai thing to he's getting ready to just sort of pop her with another arrow. You see Katarina, she's got her hand sort of over here, and she's got a dagger in one hand, and she's looking at that guy. You see her eyes flicker to you, and a sort of grim smile as she flicks back to this guy as she begins to try and approach him more. She's got a frankly, it's a fairly ornate dagger. It's it's morely decorative, but you guess that it's probably pretty serviceable. But she's already been hit twice, and the one that she's holding is in her abdomen. She's got an arrow sticking out of her, and this guy's doing that whole Urukai thing with Boromir, kind of getting ready to finish her off. But you get up to, you can't punch him yet because you used it, you swam over and climbed the chain. But you're at the edge of the gunwale. You can use an acrobatics to jump up or climb onto there, and you'll be able to get him next round. Oh, you did not find a secret door, and everybody else went upstairs. You're not sure what's going on up there, but
So we don't have Lorelei on here, Les. I would have sent her with the rest of the crew while I was searching.
okay.
So she should be up there. I don't know where her.
I'd have to go find her. We've probably got her somewhere. I have to pull her. Hold on, let me see if I got
But
her.
I mean, if I don't find anything secret door wise, I'm gonna head up the stairs. Which
Okay.
how far that
You
is.
definitely do not find anything secret door wise. Oh, here we go. We do have Lorelei. All right, so Lorelei is right here. Poe, can you move Lorelei around?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I just have her up there. So you're gonna, and she's been probably telling you, God darn it. She's probably been telling you that there's some crazy shit going on upstairs. You should probably get up here. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. So you are downstairs. Lorelei's upstairs and saying there's a bunch of stuff happening now.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up the stairs.
Okay. You run up the stairs. All right. So you get to the top of the stairs. I'm just gonna put you over here. Okay. You get to the top of the stairs. You do anything interesting once you get up to the top?
How much time do I have? I don't know how far.
Well, that would be a move action. So you still have a standard action. The stairs, it doesn't, I mean, they go up like 30 feet. Actually, they go up more than that. So it's probably, you probably have maybe 5 or 10 more feet of movement, but that'll probably end it. Because remember, the ceiling in there is 40 feet down. Remember, the stairs go way down into the bowels of the ship. You guys realized when you guys went on that this is not a regular ship. If you unanchored this, it would not go anywhere. It's a theater in the middle of a harbor in the shape of a ship. If that makes sense.
When I get up and see this stuff, I'm going to try to get as close to that as I can, which I think is where I'm at.
Okay, cool. You see this guy is sort of going around behind the bar. Arendar, you also see what looks to be a dead bartender behind the bar as well.
And I assume I don't have my my dwarven
Spear?
the spear, yeah. So
It's
all I have is a
doubtful.
dagger. Yeah. How about a breastplate?
Would you wear that to the theater?
I
It's a
would,
nice
unless you tell me I
breastplate.
wouldn't. I would always wear it unless you tell me I wouldn't. I
Well, it's
also
not.
have a buckler. I've got a buckler, so I definitely would take that.
All right. I would say buckler, yes. Breastplate, no. You probably wouldn't wear a breastplate at a social engagement on the water.
okay.
Just in case of emergency. All right. So Poe, you're at the top. Titus, these guys are trying to get around you.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Something
I am
bad
going
bound to
to-
happen.
Cast web at the gnome.
Ooh, okay. Now, so the staircase is sort of in the way. There's, staircase apparatus here. So
Can't I shoot over it?
I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter that much.
I mean, if it goes up and comes down, let's see.
Web needs 2 anchor points. So
So the stairs would be 1.
Must come down.
Oh, yeah. Well, the stairs coming up and one of the stairs leading to the upper deck,
Mm-hmm.
the castle would be 2 anchor points.
Yep, that would work fine.
Okay. And it's
What level is web?
What's that?
What
Oh.
level is web?
Sorry, it is level 2, DC 19.
Okay, level 2. I don't know why they don't do this the way I want. Okay. 1 second. All right, and it's 20-foot radius, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and get you some webbage. What the flip? All right, let's see if this works. This might actually work. Or not. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, can you see this?
Not really. I saw
right.
something move, but
Yeah, no, it's a lame. There's I have some stuff. It's lame. Here we go. We'll do it this way. All right. Purple. Circle. 20-foot rad.
yep.
All right. Wow, that is a lot of web. How much of it are you gonna? Is 20-foot radius or 20-foot across?
Let me see. 20-foot radius spread.
Okay. Oh, it would be a cone then. Never mind. Well, let me do that. If it's a spread, let me do that. Let's do a 20-foot cone. Much more agreeable. All right. So I'm gonna assume. Do you see that? Can you see that cone? The purple cone?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to do something like that.
Yeah. That
Okay.
looks about-
All right. So DC on that is what again?
19.
19. Let me check. And that's a reef.
Geez, I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
Yeah, it's a reflex
saying
save.
reflex negates, but see text.
Okay. So she rolled a 25. So she did that. So web spells are really kind of crappy.
Now you tell me. You picked.
No,
that
I mean
up.
crappy for me. All right. If a save succeeds, the creature is inside the web but otherwise affected. If the save fails, the creature gains the grapple condition. The entire area of the web is considered difficult terrain. Anyone moving through must make a combat maneuver check or escape artist check as part of their move action. The DC equal to spell DC. Creatures that fail lose their movement and become grappled again. So to get through, so you've got her. She's surrounded by webs, but she's not caught in the webs. To get through, she would have to do essentially another save. Or well, she does have escape artist, so which is, let me check, is better than her reflex save. So she will try to do an escape artist check, difficult terrain, to try and sort of get out of the webs next turn, but she is not generally affected. She's not stuck, I guess is the lack of a better word, but she's surrounded.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do anything besides that?
I guess I will move behind Poe.
All right. Over right next to the bombs. Oh, okay. I see. You're going to sort of pass over through there.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
There's room. All right. So that is the end of round 1. We go into round 2. And all right, let's see what happens. I don't think anything special is going to happen.
Oh, and I update Poe as far as what I know, so he knows what's going on. I let Poe know what's going on while I'm behind him.
Okay.
So he should.
Vondrum, you do not see anything going untoward at the thing. Although, well, with an 18, you wouldn't see it through the window. The rain is beginning to get a little stronger, though. It's gone from being a misty sprinkle to a much more solid rain. The weather's getting worse.
Great.
You guys on deck will notice that is making the deck a little slippery. And you do begin to, Titus, you especially, since you're closest to the thing. So webs are all in the top of that staircase. So you can hear some people, you can hear the play going on downstairs, but you can also hear there was a servant that tried to come upstairs, and they're like, hey, you, what's going on up there? I can't get through. What is this sticky stuff?
Who are you?
I'm Bill. I fixed. I helped fix the drinks. I gotta get some more drinks. What's going on up
You
there?
need to send help, not drinks.
Send help. What's going on?
Just
No,
get
don't
help.
say that to them.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't want to riot downstairs. Everyone trying to panic to jump out and come up through here.
Everybody going into the web.
Yeah.
Ah!
Just tell them we're working on some stuff and he needs to wait a few minutes.
We're fixing the escalator. Come back later.
It's not emergency. Forget what I said. All right. All right. So that goes on. Arendar, what do you do? So you're still on the so you see a couple of things. One, this guy who's near Vondrum is getting away from Vondrum. He's going around the bar to try and get over there. And as you see that there's another person over behind the staircase, which looks like a halfling. She's got a dagger out, but she's now surrounded by webs, and which that's got to be Titus is doing, because their webs are all strung up on the walls. They're getting into the rigging. It's a real mess. And now Poe's up here too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go follow him down,
Okay.
get over behind him, so I'm flanking with polearm,
Okay.
and I'm swinging.
Okay.
Wing, bada, bada, bada.
So it's gonna be at +2
Why?
because I'm flanking.
I reject that flank. +2. 27 to hit. That is a hit. Oh, he yells out. I knew it was you, you jerk. All right. How many points of damage? 15?
15.
Hold once. You hit him pretty hard, leaving a ragged slash across his back, across his shoulder and arm as he's trying to slip by you. And now he takes a step back, and it looks like he's not going to be able to get behind the thing. He starts looking at those barrels pretty strongly. But one of the things that you notice is that when you hit him, it's like you're not a wizard by any stretch of the imagination, but it was like hitting somebody that was wearing a costume. Only the costume might be magical. There was like this, you thought you hit him, and then your falcata went like sort of deeper and then you felt the smack.
Okay.
So it was like almost like hitting somebody who's wearing a thick costume.
Okay.
But he doesn't look like he's wearing a costume. All right. Anything else for you? You moved and you fought?
I've moved and I've swung.
Katarina's going to close. Bastard! You hear her yell, and she stabs him, or tries to stab him. She's tough. Let's see what else she got. Okay, she's got that. Let's do that. She's got her dagger out. She's going to try and stab this guy. Ooh, 18 is not. He bats it away with his bow and throws his bow on the ground next to the thing. Oh no, you see the bow fall to the deck as he himself pulls a short sword and prepares to engage in melee with her. You can tell, Ono, that she charged this guy and she's trying to sort of move in such a way as to keep him from looking where you are. She's trying to distract him so that you can gain the forecastle. He's going to attack her with that short sword, though, an elven short sword. It looks like, because it's curved and blade has runes and shit on it. And he hits her. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Hits her hard. Is she near death? She does not look good. And she just got hit again for another 9 points of damage, which staggers her backwards, leaves she's hurting. Can you guys not see her health bar?
No.
Oh, well, that might have something to do with the questions. Hold on, how we go? Here we go. See it
Okay.
now?
Well,
Okay, she's hurting bad. The other guy, what's he gonna do? He's going to shit. I don't want to provoke.
No, go ahead and provoke.
No, I don't want to provoke.
Because that hit was actually like almost not quite minimum damage, but dang near minimum damage. So
What's he gonna do? What would he do? What would
what would
Villain.
the guy do?
villain do? He He's going to take a 5-foot step. He threw down his bow. So actually, you know what? He's going to whirl and attack you, Arendar, with this long curved elven blade.
Okay.
And he's going to miss, is my guess. But you just bat it away with your falcata. And then he's going to take a 5-foot step over to the edge of the deck by the gunwale. Oh no, you are up. Let me roll something very quickly. Hold on. Let me roll. What are their perception? What's your perception?
Mine?
No, this guy's. Okay. You're pretty sure that he's focused on finishing off Katarina. You can see the smile on his elvish face as he's beginning to move forward with his curved elvish short sword.
Okay.
Your acrobatics check was more than enough to get you onto the deck.
Copy. I declare stunning fist,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stunning fist that guy.
All right.
Here comes trouble. Boom. 20.
20 is a hit. So with stunning fist, I gotta make a save, don't I?
Yes, sir. Let me find the rules on that. Hang on. Stunning fist. Here we go.
Okay. Stunning fist. You must declare. Forces your foe damaged by an unarmed attack to make a fort save. DC plus half your care plus your whiz mod. In addition to dealing normal damage, is stunned for run round, drops everything, can't take actions, loses dex, and -2 penalty. All right. So, what's your character level? Your 5th level?
My character level is gonna be 5, and
Okay.
my whiz mod is 4.
So 4 plus 2, 16. So 16, and that is a fort save. They have fort plus 7. So this is not a thing. Could be, yeah, it's not a pushover, but it's not impossible. Here we go. Ooh, he made it. He takes that punch and looks back at you. How much points of damage did you do? 8 points.
I think 8.
Hard punch. That would kill 2 commoners. All right, so his head snaps back and he kind of like looks at you and he's like, he's kind of like, where the hell did you come from? Are you on the deck or are you still holding onto the gunwale when you punched him?
I'm on deck, I hope. And do I get a second strike?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I guess this one's not stunning.
No, stunning fist is just on the first attack. An 11 is a miss anyway. So
Okay.
as he dodges out of the way, he seems to have gotten that first punch rung his bell, but he seems to have shaken it off pretty quickly. He's kind of
Okay.
tough guy.
I was hoping I would get a surprise round, but I guess not. Okay.
Nope.
No. Okay.
We're already in initiative.
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. I guess that's all I can do for now, but I'm ready to knock this guy's block off.
Okay. Poe, you're up.
Okay, Lorelei is going to try to daze the halfling,
Okay, Vondram, give me another perception check when you get a moment.
Do.
which is a DC 10 less.
Okay, you're dazing the
If
halfling.
she's 4 hit die or less.
Let me check. That's a possibility. I don't think so though. No, she is not a 4 hit die creature. She is a 6 hit die creature.
Okay, so that won't affect her.
Okay.
And then Poe is going to. He's going to try a hold person on her as well, which is a DC 17 will.
Will save DC 17. Let's check out her. Ooh. Okay, that's not great. Okay, where's my DC 17? That's a troubling DC. Ooh, 16 almost made it, but hold person. So so she is held. How long does that last?
I didn't think it was going to work, so I didn't look it up. Hang on.
Hold person so rarely works anyway. All right. So it says 1 round per level. So I'm assuming that's 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Subject is paralyzed, freezes in place, aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any actions.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Each round, the
Capture her.
subject can do a save throw.
Makes you
Each
want to
round.
cast prestidigitation and just tickle him to death.
That's horrifying. Dude, you should never do that.
It is horrifying, isn't it?
Okay, so the halfling is stuck. Titus, the halfling is stuck.
Excellent. Well, I guess I didn't need that web after all.
Why is she not on here? She was on here. Okay, hold on a second. I know I rolled it.
Wait, halfling or gnome?
That was a-
She's a halfling. Sorry, I said gnome at first. She's actually a halfling.
Okay.
Sorry about that. A hobbit. There she is.
You can try a coup de grace on her, though.
You got to go through
We need
the.
to capture her.
What was
Find out
that?
what's going on.
What did you say, Mike?
Hell, that makes it easier.
All right. All right. And she is held. And so that's going to be 5 rounds. We'll count that down. And it doesn't count this time. So she does not get her turn. Titus, you are up.
Can anyone heal Katarina? Otherwise, I'm thinking either cast mage armor on her or heavenly fire, which might give her a few hit points.
Yeah, Heavenly Fire would give her a few hit points back, not much.
You guys want to set off some fire on a boat with a bunch of bombs on it?
No,
I
it's
can heal her,
Heavenly
but I
Fire.
don't know that I necessarily know that she's hurt because she's up a level above us. And
You just came
But-
up, yeah.
But I filled him in. I said she's gushing blood, blah blah blah.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
So I don't want to waste a spell if somebody else can heal her because heavenly fire will not give her more than 6 points at best, and more likely, 2 or
I can
3
heal
or
her
4.
once I know where she's at.
If Ono can keep her alive, keep her from getting hit again, he can, she can sort of stagger back. She's not dead.
Well, the guy with the
Okay.
short sword is going to definitely focus on him, I would think, more than her.
Just punched him. He just rung his bell. So yeah, probably.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will probably go after the archer that shot me, that bastard.
All right. The one behind you?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
2.
Got it. 20. Vondram, you while Titus is thinking about what he's going to do, Vondram, you do see what looks to be several people dancing on the forecastle.
Oh, well, thank God I didn't go. I hate dancing.
One of them seems to be, you think, is Ono. I mean, you can see his white robes in the distance. He stands out.
Oh, this isn't good. Do I sense that it's just been a while that they should be back, or does it feel like they shouldn't be back yet?
Oh, they shouldn't be back yet.
Oh, they should.
No, not for over
no.
more than a couple of hours.
So I see them on the deck, but nobody seems to be. They just seem to be dancing up there, but not watching a play like they should be.
Well, right, yeah, something's up because you hadn't seen any people on deck after the people went into the ship. You didn't see hardly any people on deck. Nobody, certainly on the forecastles. And now you see people. One of whom seems to be Ono on the forecastle, and it looks like they're dancing. But at least that's your first thought. But then Ono's a monk, so dancing and fighting could, at this
Looks
distance,
very similar.
look very similar.
So I'm going to go up to the
Why
bar
monks don't
and
dance?
casually just start inquiring about anyone has a boat that my girlfriend stood me up, and I think she might be out in that damn boat. And I'm just looking to see if I can get a ride out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell you what, roll initiative and let's get you in the initiative order so we can deal with what you're doing.
Okay. Ooh,
Cool.
What did I just do? Shit.
All right,
Okay,
sorry,
hold on a
Titus, you
second.
go.
Okay, I am going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the archer.
Ooh, okay. Ray of Enfeeb.
Yo.
All right, let's take a look and see what that does. I hate that spell.
It cuts his strength by 1d6 plus, I guess with my level +2.
So it would be +3, +4, 1d6 +4. Are you 6th level yet? Or 5th level?
Thought we were 5th.
I think
Aren't we
you're
all
5th.
5th?
So it'll be 1d6 +3
Okay.
total. And it's a fort,
And
but it only fort for half.
what do you mean
Alright.
by that?
Well, you still take some damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
his
it.
strength is going down regardless. It either goes down the full amount if he fails or half the amount if he.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. But you
Okay.
do have to hit him. So it's a ranged touch to strike the target as you
Okay.
shoot the ray at him. So let me find his touch AC, which is probably garbage.
Low teens.
It's actually not bad. No, it's not great. Yeah, more than enough to hit him. So the ray springs from your hand, smashes into this guy. He makes a fort save, or tries to fight off the pernicious effects of the ray. And I think he makes it. So I think it's half. But let's see how much damage, how many strength points he loses. So it's D6 +3.
Oh, do I need to roll that or you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That spell has a ranged touch attack and a fort save. Oh, that's
Yep.
Yeah.
too.
Whoops. Didn't add the +3.
5 + 3 is 8. So, he
So
takes
that's
4
4 points of strength. That's good. That's significant.
That
That is going
takes
to
damage.
take, that's going to take several points off. So, all right, got it. Cool. Yeah, you see the ray sort of blooches, sort of explodes into him as it hits him in the torso, and you can see him just sort of his eye. So he has that short sword in his hand. He was turning around to look at Alandar and Poor, and he looks at you, and he's like, you can see his eyes just sort of sag, as it's almost like, what happened. He staggers a bit, and he seems pale after you hit him. Nicely done. You gonna move or anything, or you gonna stay right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay hidden behind Poe.
Gotcha. Okay, round 3. Hold on, let me get Vondram into the mix.
I don't have my icon, so I can't click on it to put it in your thing.
That's okay. I have it on the back, so there you go. There's your icon, and we're gonna I'll put you in there. Whoops, I'm in the wrong.
I leave a message with the barkeep and the bartender for my friend Ray when he should decide to show up again. That I've gone out to the boat to find my girlfriend,
Okay.
specifically girlfriend. That should tell him something's amiss.
All right. What was you roll? 28.04. That's a bruiser of an initiative. So yeah, you do as we enter round 3. Vondram back at the bar. There's some old salt. It's like, well, I've got a boat. I'll take you out there. I hate it when girlfriends run off. My girlfriend ran off with somebody too. Well, they didn't go to the theater. They went to a different bar, but it was the same principle. Come with me. And he shuffles outside. This is old kind of creepy dude, and he begins walking down the edge of the docks towards to where a bunch of punts and rowboats are parked.
Perfect.
Arendar. Vondram, give me another perception check when you get a moment.
What's that?
Vondram, give me another perception check when you have a moment.
So I took a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
Now I'm swinging.
All right. Oh, that's Vondram. Okay. Yeah, you're focused on the guy. You don't see anything amiss. Although the rain's starting to come down quite a bit more harder. 15 is a miss.
Nope.
He dashes away your attack. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, it's Katarina's turn, and she takes a 5-foot step back, leans heavily against the mast, and says, "Oh no, do that thing where you ruin other people's days."
Alright.
Oh no, it's
It's-
time for me to be a less NPC and not do anything.
Hey, she fought. She's almost dead.
That's a- I was impressed. She
Uh,
two rounds.
All right, this guy's going to attack. Oh no!
Fine.
As Katarina runs, 20 hit you.
No, sir.
Oh, I think that sucks. All right, the other guy is going to try and attack Arendar. 16. That's going to be a miss too. All right, they miss. Oh no, you're up.
That would actually be a hit, except for he's -2 to strength, which makes that a 14.
Yep.
And so that actually does miss.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you take my armor away and shield away, then yeah, that's where all my armor class comes from.
I see. I'll have to remember that, so that I'll attack you in bed and when you have your no armor on.
Yes, that would be the most effective.
Perfect.
Okay,
All right. Oh no. Stunning fist again. All right. If you must. 17 is a miss.
All right. I get one more. I
do.
think. And
Ooh, natural 1. Let's go ahead and confirm that.
man,
You Lothared it.
Confirm. Oh, 26,
Oh,
unconfirmed, just a miss, unconfirmed hit. That would have hit him. So that is an unconfirmed fumble, but you didn't. He dodged all of your punches.
that's
Do you want
horrible.
to move or anything?
No, I'm gonna stay in his face.
All right, sounds good.
No,
Poe.
actually, can I move here?
Sure. Like at the top of the stairs.
Just between him and Katarina.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you could to block him from getting at her. Yeah, sure.
Good.
Can do. All right. Poe, what are you doing?
That was awful. Ugh. Ugh.
I'm gonna back into Lorelei, do a cure moderate wounds, hand it off to her, and then send her up to Katarina.
Okay. So she flies up there and delivers it.
Yeah. So 20 points to Katarina.
Oh, that's excellent.
Let's make this useless NPC healthy again, shall we?
All right. I don't know how
That's
she's
just the
useless.
kind of party we are.
All right. So how many points did she get back? 20, did you say?
20 points, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Perfect. So she is feeling a lot better. She as Laura. So Lorelei is up there now. So as Lorelei delivers that spell, she rips out the arrow, and Lorelei delivers the spell, and that seals her up. There's blood on her clothes now, but now she's angry, and you can see her getting ready to move around and aid Ono in trying to kill this guy. All right, what is she gonna do? Oh, she's held. All right, so she gets another. All right, so her escape artist is plus 14.
Not escape artist, it's a will save.
I'm thinking of the thing. So it's a
You're thinking of
will save.
Web. Yeah. She's got 2 things holding her.
Well, that stinks.
Actually, the webs
Will
aren't
s-
holding her. It's this whole person that's holding her.
All right, let's try this again. 11. She's still held. All right, we'll switch that down to foe. Titus.
Bind her up if you can.
What's that?
Bind her, like tie her up.
Well, she's in the middle of a web. I mean, he could dismiss it.
A
Yeah,
5-foot step gets you right there. Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
I thought she saved against the web. Is that not?
She
Yeah.
did, but she's still surrounded by it.
So she'd still have to do, like, I guess, to move through it, to get out, she'd still have to do a escape artist, which, knowing her type, she's gonna have no problem with. Yeah, that
I
web's
thought
not.
somebody cast a hold on her.
You did.
Hold
They're
is
both
hold.
on her.
Okay.
But if you can get in there and start wrapping,
So do we need to keep her for interrogation, or can we make
Yes.
her go? Okay,
yes, we
well,
need
that's
to
what I
find
thought.
out who did this and why they're trying to kill all of us.
Right, okay.
Speaking of that, Les, I still have the detect evil if that shadow guy is anywhere around.
Well, definitely this hobbit in the web is radiating evil. The other two, the archers, are radiating less specific evil, but a little bit of evil on both of their sides as well. Yeah, they're evil too.
I'm just looking out for somebody that's going to try to light this fucker that's setting just south of me.
You don't see anybody yet.
Yeah.
All right. So Titus, you haven't done anything yet, have you?
What do you mean I haven't done anything?
No. I mean this round.
This round.
No, I have not done anything this
Okay.
round other than think.
Think it's good.
Thinking is good until everyone
Like I said,
starts.
the
going,
web-
Would you do something already?
The web's not gonna help anything, so if you can get rid of that,
Get rid of the web.
get rid of the web and get over and start tying something, use something to tie her up.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll remove web. Mr.
Okay. So you're getting you're okay.
And I will tie her up.
And a free action, I'll yell to Katarina since she's really right above her. Say, get down here and help tie this little girl up.
Okay. The little hobbit is just like, "Ah." So what do you just tie her up with ropes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on a ship. There's gotta be
You
something.
have ropes?
And
Well,
hell,
we
there's
had it with
anchor
us, but-
chains.
We're on a ship. There's all kinds of ropes and rigging.
Yeah, but it's not a working ship. This place it's not a sailing ship.
All right, I rip my shirt off, exposing my rippling abs and my ripped pecs,
Ooh.
and I tie her up with my shirt.
Wow.
And then Katarina from the folksale says, "Me next."
And then I stuff a sock in her mouth.
A used one.
Yeah, oh, absolutely a used one. The one that was down my pants.
Katarina falls to the deck. All right, all right. So Titus, you're doing that. Arendar, give me a perception check.
No.
Okay. Oh, give me a perception check.
It's still a 14.
Yeah, it still sucks.
Yeah.
26. Poe, so you were watching. So Titus, you're watching as Titus sort of disappeared the web, and the woman that you held is still she's like, but you hear a low voice behind the bar say, "Shit." And then you hear a door slam and the sound of a lock.
Behind the bar is over
Was
here.
it Loch Ness or is it another lock?
It's a lock, the turning of a key in a lock.
So like over here, Melissa, is that?
Yeah, back behind the bar.
Yeah.
But you heard a voice basically say "shit," and then a door closed, clunk, and a lock.
Yeah, I'll pass that on to Arendar.
Okay, Arendar's like, "What the hell are you talking about? I didn't hear anything with my natural one."
Yeah.
All right, Vondrum, you guys walk about 50 yards or so down the road, and he left turns out onto the dock, and he points at back at you to a cruddy looking boat as he stops in front of it. He's like, "Hop in, sir. I'll take you out there."
I'm in.
All right, you guys jump in. He throws the rope, and you guys are now he's now pulling the oars as you guys move out to the thing. You'll probably get there in 4 rounds, 5 rounds, something like that.
I'll stay tuned.
Okay, I'm going to put this in there. Let's say 5 rounds. That is 30 seconds. That's pretty quick.
That's
He doesn't-
pretty quick.
He doesn't like it when somebody betrays their man.
So it's basically 100 foot around is what you're doing.
Boy, that's pretty fast in a rowboat, isn't it? Let's go to 8 rounds. He's angry.
So I need to he's motivated, huh?
He's
a little man.
motivated, hates it. This is the same thing that happened to him 40 years ago with Esther. Esther.
The Monty
So
Python.
in 5 rounds, I'll be within spell range.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Arendar.
Let's do another swing.
At this guy? All right, go for it. Doing something else. What'd you roll? 19 is a miss. Only just, but a miss.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. We'll just plant this on there. All right, there. All right. So she is tied up. All right. You gonna move or anything?
I was gonna start making my way that way, but as soon as Polearm said that there's voices coming from behind me, I'm gonna stay right there, so. I'm closer to that.
All right, sounds good. Katarina is going to move into position next to Ono, and while Ono is throwing some fists, she slips in with a dangerous dagger. Slips in and tries to stab this dude. Let's see how good she is with this dagger. She's pretty good. All right, so here we go. Ooh, and misses. All right, so first guy is he's going to try and get Poe. He still doesn't think that she's a thing, so he's going to bring that short sword around Poe, that elvish looking short sword, and try and give you the pointy end. Ooh, 21. Does that get you?
No,
Wait a minute, what about his
oh,
minus?
that does just
strength?
get him.
Different guy. This is the guy up on the forecastle.
Oh, got it. Okay, sorry.
You say Poe or Arendar? Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Ono. I said Ono.
Oh, no, it just gets, oh, no, or, yeah,
Does it?
looking at his thing, he says he's got AC 21.
Oh, that's true. Is that accurate, Ono?
Yes.
All right. You feel the point of that wickedly curved elvish blade get into you.
Ow. Ow.
For 9 points of damage as it rips through the cloth and flesh of your chest. The other one, the weakened one, he's considering his options, and he is going to stab at Arendar. -2 off of this. Ooh, nat Twunzo. And does 20
That
20
confirms.
hit you?
Yeah, that confirms.
That is a confirmed
Yeah,
crit.
with no armor, heck yeah, it hits all of us except for the monk.
Ooh, that is gonna suck. All right,
Yeah.
crit. Let's see. Let's go to the chart. Ooh, crumpling blow. Max damage, knocked prone. So 13 points of damage, and you are knocked prone. There you go. And after that, he takes a 5-foot step back away
That was nice of him.
to get away from you. Oh no. Blood's flowing, buddy. Katarina's trying to slip a dagger into these guys, but he's having none of it. It's clobbering time, I have a feeling. Boot to the stunning boot. All right, stunning fist coming online. 20's a hit and max damage. So stunning fist, max damage. You reprised that first strike where you caught him right at the bottom of the chin. You could almost hear his bells ringing. And stunning fist, that is a fort save, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see what these guys' fort save is. What did we say the DC was 16?
Yes, sir.
Fort is +7. So let's do that. He made it again. You just cannot stun this dude, but that was a solid hit. He staggers backward.
Good.
Second attack.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to. You can opt out. 25, also a hit. Okay, -9. After that first hit, he is going to have to make a dex save on the slippery deck. Let's see. Reef is +6. So let's do that. 21. He stays on his feet and does not fall over the gunwales, although he slips a little bit on the wet planking as the rain begins to pick up even more. I'm gonna lawfully good knock him into the sea. I like it. I like it a lot. Any movement, Ono?
No, I'm gonna stay right up there in his face.
All right, sounds good. Poe.
I'm gonna send Lorelei back down to me.
All right.
She's basically right above us, so that, yeah, she can do that easily.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know where the hell she went though. Oh, there she is.
Here,
Okay, can I have her grab that sack of igniter and try to carry it away?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna have her do that.
Okay. So she
Got it.
grabs the sack and flies out to sea.
Yep, well, she didn't have to go far, but yeah, maybe to the side of the boat and toss it over the side.
She's gonna plop it over the side of the boat. Okay. Yep. That she can do that. What about you?
Yeah, I don't have an attack. Do I?
First would be nice.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'm gonna do a burst.
Just ignore the
Okay.
3 bad guys.
Do I have that? I think I got that. Let's see here. Selective. I can ignore 2 people, so yeah, I will ignore the 2
2 archers.
archers, and it is 3d6.
Nice.
14 to everybody who's in range. I think,
Should be
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah, oh no, it is not in that green circle, but I think he is really because he's up above.
Yep. Yeah, he would be. He's just at the top of those stairs.
Yeah. So 14 points to anybody that needs it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Katarina gets that too, yeah.
Yep. She's at full now. As is Ono
Okay.
And Titus.
and Titus. And not Arendar. Oh, Arendar took a fair amount. All right. Any movement, Poe?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the door, or I'm gonna try to find the door where the other guy.
All right. So you go around. I'm assuming you come around this way and kind of go around there. So there's 2 doors down in the south there, and they are both locked.
Okay, I can't do anything because I moved and did an action, but next time I'll try to open.
All right. Sounds good. Will save from Nira. Her will save was not very good. What did you say the DC on that whole person was? Ooh, that might have something there.
Yeah, I think it was 17. Let's see.
All right. So Titus, as you finalize the last few knots in the giant coil of rope that you've piled around her, you realize that she's beginning to struggle a little bit underneath.
Okay.
All right.
In what way?
Well, she's trying to she's sort of flexing a little bit. First of all, she was paralyzed. She was stock still. So when you first started wrapping her in this rope and tying her up, she didn't like strain against it or try to resist or anything like that. Now that you've got her tied up, you can see that she can move now because you can see her sort of flexing against the ropes. Your guess is that she's going to maybe try to do an escape artist check, of which she is pretty good at, to try and get past your knots.
I see.
But she can't do it right now because she just now got out of the hold person spell. And Polearm, you could feel that the spell is now not affecting her.
Does anyone let me know that?
Yeah, I'll call out.
I'll shout it over.
The halfling is not held anymore. Bang, bang, Maxwell's hammer.
Bang,
Yeah.
bang, Titus hammer came down. All right, so that's her. Titus, you're up.
All right. Just to keep things interesting.
Got an entire?
Yeah, I'm gonna untie her and
Awesome.
hey man. Let's see. I am going to throw a hypnotic pattern at her.
Okay, what does that do?
Yeah, what's that? That's cool.
So, twisting pattern of subtle shifting colors weaves through the air, fascinating creatures within it. Roll 2d4 and add your caster levels, so +5. To determine the total number of HD of creatures affected, creatures with the fewest HD are affected first, and among creatures with equal HD, those who are closest to the spell's point of origin are affected first. HD that are not sufficient. So wait a minute. So this can affect everybody.
Well,
Not us, it'll be enemies.
yeah, well, I mean, you're facing away, so you're facing the pattern
Yeah.
at her, and the other guys are behind you, so that you should be okay there.
Okay. I can always recall it if I need to. So yeah, I will do that.
All right, sounds interesting. So you do hypnotic pattern. So you roll. All right, go ahead and roll those 2d4 plus 5 to see
Okay.
how many hit dice of creatures are affected.
Well, I can't just focus it on her.
Oh well, yeah, but she has a certain amount of hit dice. If you
Oh,
don't,
right,
if
okay.
you don't get enough, then she would not be affected.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 5. Is that, let me double check.
That's
No.
correct.
Okay, sorry, this is my first time using the spell.
7 hit dice. Wow, minimum hit dice. 7 hit dice. All right, so you Doctor Strange into existence this this rapidly colored sphere of shapes and colors that materializes right in front. At first you see her sort of trying to turn away, and then then she makes her will save, which we'll see if she actually, then she does her will save. We'll see if she actually makes it or not. Hold on, I gotta check what it is. It's not great. So what's the DC?
18.
18. That's not, dude. All right, so here we go. Will save. She did not make it. So as she's trying to terrorize away, she seems like you get the impression that she has a pretty good idea of what you're trying to do, but her eyes, I mean, it's just too close. She can't help but look into the deep swirling patterns that you have created out of the nothingness of the universe. And you can see her eyes just sort of glaze over as she stares into the depths of this pattern. She stands there slackly, stopping moving.
Sweet.
All right, hold on. I got to do something here. One second. All right. Round 5. Bondrum, you get one more closer. The guy's telling the story of Esther, the cheating woman who left him so many years ago for his best friend, Earl, another fisherman.
Got it.
It's a tawdry tale of lies and deceit. You find yourself fascinated while he rows those oars swiftly towards the boat. Arendar, you're on your ass on the deck. It's wet and slimy.
Mm-hmm.
And you are unhappy with this guy having crit you.
So stand up.
Okay.
That's my move action.
Okay.
Now I was looking, I haven't found it yet. I know you cannot use a 5-foot step in the same round that you've moved.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can do a 5-foot step in which you've just used a move action.
You cannot. You cannot do a move action and a 5-foot step.
No, I know it's specified you can't move and do a 5-foot step. I don't know if it's move action. I've been looking to see if I can find somewhere that states move action as opposed to move. I've not found it yet. Because if I can take a 5-foot step and swing, I'm going to do that. If not, then that changes what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do not think that you can
Standing
take a
up
5-foot
as a move action, so that works.
It's a
Yeah.
move action, but it's not. You're not moving.
provokes.
And like I
does
said,
not-
I've seen where it says you cannot take a 5-foot step in any round in which you've moved. Like
you're
actually,
moving. I mean, you're moving from down to up, so that it's a move action.
if we're going with that, then
Chuck would be bitch slapping me now for helping the DM, but I mean,
No, no. Oh, I do
Well,
this all the
no, I
time.
think-
If it's a real rule, I'd rather do it by the rules, even if it's not to my benefit.
yeah, standing is a move action. Because
Yeah.
I know that, I know that.
So
Yeah, that's not what what's in question. It's about a 5-foot step with a move,
After a move action as opposed to a
actual
move.
movement.
Standing up is a move equivalent action.
Mhm.
And would provoke an attack of opportunity. So yeah, it's essentially like a
Okay.
move action, which would negate the 5-foot step, in my opinion.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and scare this guy.
All
Yeah,
right. In
so
what
I'm
sense? What are you
fighting.
gonna say to him? You suck. You didn't get
Basically, I'm
any-
gonna say, the only chance you've got to not watch your intestine spill out your gut is to jump off that thing and swim away.
All right. Intimidate check. All right. So we use the Unchained Intimidates, right?
Right.
Let me punch that up real quick. All right. Was sufficient and you earn the following. Okay. If you exceed the DC. All right. How many ranks in intimidate? What's your intimidate bonus?
My bonus is 15.
15. All right. The DC here. What did you roll?
23.
23. So that would be. So hold on. Let me check one thing. I gotta find out what his DC is. Intimidate DC is. All right. Okay, his intimidate DC is there. I'm gonna make a call on this. It's gonna be pretty good. So it's DC 15, but you got a 23. So that's 5 more, but not 10 more. So he is frightened for 1 round and shaken for 1 round after that. I need to how many ranks do you have in intimidate? Plus 15, did you say?
It would be the equivalent of 10.
A 10. Okay, so I need to make a will save for him. He's not going to make this, but I'm going to roll it anyway because it's the right thing to do. And he made it! Holy cow! So he is not frightened. Hold on. According to those intimidate rules, he is not frightened. But the target is still shaken, even if he has the stalwart ability, which means he takes -2 on attacks, saves, skills, and abilities. So he is shaken.
So now he's -2 for strength and -2 for
-2 for
fighting.
that. So he's at -4 now. And
Okay.
yellow is the color of shaken.
Okay, that's all I'm doing. So
Okay. So I lost my turn orders there again. So that's Aaron. Katrina is going to try and stab this guy. And Katarina, I mean, is going to try and stab this fellow because she doesn't like him. And I think. Ooh, she's going to do that too. So, Ono, you see her mumble a few words before she attacks.
Uh-oh. I hate that.
Okay, mumble a few words. Okay, and then she attacks. Hold on one sec.
Attacks who?
Attacks not you. Attacks the guy. Attacks you. She attacks you and fumbles.
Oh.
For fuck's sake. It's just a miss. Because she would have hit with the other one, but so it is a miss. But as she misses, the guy dances out of the way of the dagger, but you see the dagger is glowing yellow and thing, and she starts bringing it around to try and hit him again. He dodges by, but he still thinks you are the troublesome one, so he's going to attack you 13, that's gonna miss. And then this guy is Mr. P Pants. What is he doing? We can't run up those stairs. He's going to he's not going to shit. Hold on a second. He's going to run past Titus. Titus, you get an attack of opportunity if you have a weapon, because he's going to run here, around the thing, between the thing and he's going to run over to here and try. And he begins grabbing at the half on the other side of the halfling. So he basically went from here past Titus, past the staircase, around the staircase, and around to the other side of Nira, and begins tugging at her binds. Like he's got this thing in one hand, and he's yanking at the knots that you've just made.
Wait a minute. What about my attack of opportunity?
You can take it. Do you have a weapon?
Yeah, I have a dagger tucked in my.
All right, take it.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Melee attack roll. I'll just tell you right now, it's AC 20.
Oh, well, then forget it.
Go,
Well,
Mary,
I
go.
mean, you can always
Get him.
hit.
Okay.
Anybody
him.
can roll a nat Twinzo. Yeah, you didn't get it. Do you have
Nice
no
try.
melee attack bonus?
I'm a sorcerer.
You should have something.
You should have something though.
Really?
Your base attack is gonna be
Yeah, your BAB,
at
as
least
the
2 or
kids say.
3,
Um.
even if you've got no strength, which you probably.
Oh, I've got a +2 melee attack bonus.
There you
Right,
go.
That's still only
Still.
7, but
Performance combat. I saw it.
All right, so +2, so it would be a 7, still a miss.
Right.
But as he gets through, so he is yanking on the thing, and he's helping her try to get loose. That's going to give her a bonus on her escape artist check against your knot tying ability. Oh no,
Yes, sir. All right.
it is your turn, sir.
Okay. I
That
am going
Dagger
to.
in Katarina's hand is glowing yellow, but it doesn't seem to be exhibiting any heat.
Gotcha. That's fine. I'm gonna whack this guy with all my might. Stunning fist.
Okay,
Stunning fist. Here we go. And 24.
24 is a hit.
Can I
4
stun this guy, please?
you might not need it.
4 points. Now he's still alive. 4 points of damage. Let's make that. It's a what's the save? It's a will save, right?
Yes, sir.
Fortitude,
DC 16.
16 fortitude.
Fort save. That's right. I'm sorry.
Fort
Here
save.
we-
Yeah.
Still up. 3 stunning fist hits. This guy has a jaw of iron.
My fist hurts. Ow. Ow. Ah. All right. Fine. I'm gonna hit him again. 14.
14 is a miss. All right.
Dang.
You want to move? You want to run down those stairs away from this guy who seems to be just. It's like hitting Jaws from that one.
Right. Yeah.
movie.
Moonraker.
But from Moonraker, yeah, I just punched
Right,
him. He just
yeah,
like laughs it off.
That film haunted me. I'm gonna just stay right there in his face.
Oh, you're at those doors. Both of those doors. So you're behind the bar. There's a body of the bartender's there. It's in a pool of blood. Looks like he's been stabbed, and left to die there. Those barrels. Well, the rain is beginning to come down harder, but both doors are locked. Titus, you're beginning to hear people downstairs start to get perturbed. It sounds like the next act has ended and people are trying to come upstairs, or sort of at the bottom of the stairs thinking about coming up.
Is Yellow Pants still trying to untie the halfling?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm gonna change what I'm doing then. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. What is your spiritual weapon? A spear?
I assume it's a spear, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the elders are all of them, my deities are all the elders, so I don't know that I've really picked one, but spear is kind of the heart of
Universal, yeah. All right.
So it's a +8. Let's see here.
All right, the spear materializes next to the dude.
19 hit him.
19 will just barely miss.
Okay.
All right, you should be able to control the spear. I'm assuming it is attacking him. He is fending it off as best he can while continuing to try and help his friend.
Yeah, I'm going to put it over this way, though, to try to flank with Titus if he is attacking him. I don't know if he is, but
There's a lot of people between the guy and Titus, but I see what you're doing. Okay, cool. Anything else? You hear a sploosh as Lorelei drops that bag into the water off the forward bow.
yeah, I'm going to send her back here.
Okay.
Who's got? Yeah, she doesn't have my stuff with unlocking doors, so she won't be able to do anything, but she can at least be here to help.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna send her over. I want to have her come over and look at these dead people over here. See if there's anything going on.
okay. Give me a perceptione for her.
There.
16. So what she would tell you very quickly is the boat is burnt. The people are very badly burnt, and they are dead, and they are elves.
Hmm.
And she thinks that they are elves of the they have there's little bits of charred clothing and stuff like that, and she's looking around at some of these things, and she thinks that they are elves of the plains.
Okay. So and they're in a little, what's the boat they're in? Like a dinghy?
Yeah, like a dinghy. And there's a little rope ladder leading from the gunwales to the dinghy. The rope ladder, and it's just sort of like got a couple of little hooks that's onto the gunwales. It's something very temporary. It's not permanent. The rope ladder is not burnt at all. But there are probably 5 or 6 dead elves, burnt elves in this burnt boat.
And the 2 archers are elves too, you said? Do they look like plain elves?
They look like plains elves, yeah, and they're carrying elvish blades too, elvish bows and elvish blades, and they do look like plains elves. They do radiate evil though. The halfling does not look like the halflings from the Fire Forest that you've met before. She's not had the same sort of features.
Okay. So maybe they are a little more nefarious than we had hoped.
Everything is always.
Less is
Uh,
less is the world's okayest DM.
That's true. Okay. All right. So you're just gonna stay where you are?
Yep, I'm done.
All right. Nira is going to try an escape artist check with aid from her friend. So her friend is going to aid her with his
Isn't she
own.
hypnotized?
Oh, fuck yes. I forgot about that. She's hypnotized. So, all right. So he's just yanking at her things, and she's just staring there slack jawed at some sort of, oh, you know what though?
He would be hypnotized too.
He might be hypnotized. Oh, you know what though? You only rolled 7 hit dice, so you don't have enough hit dice to hypnotize him.
Right. So yeah,
Because he's got more than that. He's got too many hit dice. He has. So you only rolled a maximum of 7. She has 6, so you only have 1 left. He's more than 1, so you can't hypnonize him. But he's still trying to undo her things. That came out wrong. He's trying to unattach her ropes. Still, there's no luck. You know what he's doing.
That'd provoke an attack of opportunity for Titus, though, wouldn't it?
He's sort of on the other side, but potentially, yeah.
It would if he keeps doing that with something that's threatening him. When it's his turn, then yes, it provokes.
Well, Titus technically is too far away. He's like on the other
Oh yeah,
side.
that's right. That's right. Titus is too far away.
So
But-
we'll see what happens. Yeah, but for now, he's trying to undo those ropes. It may be that he hasn't figured out yet that Nira is sort of like,
Yeah.
but it is now Titus's turn.
Okay.
Anything can happen at this point.
Stay where you're at and
Yeah.
keep concentrating on this spell.
What's that?
This hypnotism spell doesn't have a duration. It's however long you concentrate plus 2 rounds.
Right.
So we need you to just keep concentrating until we've got the battlefield.
But he could do other things that don't break concentration.
Right, but I think it takes an action or so to keep that concentration up.
You might be right. Hold on a sec. I can't spell. Wait a moment. Concentration checks. All right, so oh, that's different. Hold
Yeah, it's
on.
not a concentration check. It's
Yeah.
how we've always done it in the past is you had to spend 1 action keeping this spell going.
Right. So when you begin to spell it, you must continue if you. That's wrong. These are all wrong. This is not what I'm looking for. Spell lasts as long as you concentrate on it. Concentrating the spell, maintain a spell is a standard action that does not provoke. Anything that can break your concentration when casting the spell can also break your concentration when you're maintaining one, causing the spell to end. See concentration. Okay, yeah, it does take a standard action. You can still do any move action or move equivalent.
I see. Okay.
But it's very important for you to keep her in La La Land.
Right. So is that staircase more or less protecting me? Am I in danger of?
Well, yeah, you're not in danger from the guy. The guy can't hit you. He's
Okay.
too far away, and the staircase has rails around it and that kind of stuff. So it is sort of protecting you, but it also is protecting him from you. Although if you were to attack him, that would bust your concentration.
Right. Okay.
But you're also hearing people down in the bay, down in the basement, are sort of looking up, and you can hear some of them begin to approach up the stairs.
So I'll just say, please, we're restocking the bar. Be patient. We will signal you when the bar is reopened.
What is the meaning of this? I don't understand. You can hear like harumphing down there. The bar. What is going on? Something's wrong. Something is wrong. What's going on here?
Give him a diplomacy check with what he said.
Yeah, give us a dip.
Oh, there you go.
And you have your shirt off, so that's going to give you a bonus.
Oh yeah, that massive
A
bonus.
dip bone for no shirt. A topless dip bone.
21.
21. Well, and with the topless dip bone, they're probably gonna. They're listening. They're like, well, if a topless man tells us that everything's okay, and they're just restocking the bar, I guess we should go sit down. Come on, Martha. So, all right. So, all right.
Jennifer, you got to turn your screen on. I want to see your face with what Les is saying.
Whenever I say dip bone,
Yeah, I've
topless
just been
dip bone.
shaking my head and smiling.
All right, we get into round 6, and you guys, everyone who is on the ship, you feel the ship begin to like shudder a bit. It's like, and it's just once, but you could tell that something odd is beginning to happen. Vondrum, we go to you. I need you to give me a perception check and a knowledge arcana check, if you have a knowledge arcana.
Quite sure that I do.
Oh, you got to roll better than this. Maybe you should take advantage of Titus's dip bone.
I'm doing my
Jesus.
best. Knowledge, arcana. Survey says
We're recording those belches for posterity.
I need a dip bone.
All right. You are so engrossed by this guy, by Bill's tale of Esther and his friend Chet, who, it's like Romeo and Juliet.
I feel like Dan when he like swam around that damn boat.
He's talking about, it was Chet Capulet and Bill, I forget the other guys, but he is cranking those oars. You are getting closer and closer. Arendar, you're up.
Okay.
You felt a shudder through the boat. Unlike anything you've had. The rain is beginning to come down quite hard
Yeah.
at this point.
one problem at a time. So move
You're-
around to here.
You guys are all soaked, by the way.
Yeah. And taking a swing.
Okay.
At Numbskull over here.
Or what did Gordon call him? Yellow pants?
Gosh.
16 is a
half of this night,
miss.
I was rolling really well and I have not, last like 3 rounds, I can't roll crap.
16 is a miss. It's just, honestly, Mike, it's probably better that Chuck's not here, and we'll just keep this our little secret, all these misses and stuff.
Yeah.
We won't say anything.
That's been amazing. Like,
Is everybody in agreement? Nobody's going to say anything to Chuck?
all the perception
Agreed.
checks and like the first round or two of combat was doing great. And then it just like the bottom fell out.
I know you've been rolling great. All right, it's Katarina's show. Let's see how she does. She swings that glowing dagger back at the guy. Finally.
Wow.
Actually, 19 is a miss. So she misses again.
Oh my God.
They got AC 20. I can't believe it. She's rolling like Arendar.
Yeah.
And
That's
cursing.
embarrassing.
Oh no, you like Katarina. You think she's a nice person. She bet on you. She lost on you, but she was cool about it. You have never heard words like this come out of a woman's mouth.
Can't
Oh,
miss,
goodness.
Ono. Give her a chance. An NPC from less can kill somebody.
I'm rolling it. I'm trying. Yeah,
One
maybe.
more
Oh no,
time.
maybe you got to step back and let her try it. I mean, it's that kind of stuff. But you could hear her cursing a blue streak. I mean, combinations of curse words that you've never encountered before, especially in the monastery life. And then she looks over at you and sees your shocked face, like, oh my God. And then she stops and she's like, I'm sorry. But it's their turn. So this guy, well, Katarina can't hit him, so he's still going to attack you. 19's going to miss.
That's right.
All right, the other guy is switching. With Arendar confronting him and his pants being yellow, he is going to do a couple of things. So a couple of things. Well, that would provoke, though. He doesn't care. All right, he's going to provoke from Arendar and Titus, potentially. What he is going to do is he is going to throw himself at Nira and try and tackle both of them into that stater room. So you realize that Nira, the halfling, is standing in a doorway. He's going to throw himself at her and try and punch both of them into the room behind them. That would be a... Oh, God. That would be a... Where is it? A CMB on her. Let me check her CMD. Factored for problems. All right. So he's gonna let me go ahead and roll his CM. So he has a CMB of +7. He's doing basically a bull rush. Nice. Okay. The 23 slash will hit for 13 points of damage. As he throws himself, you slash him wickedly across the back. And Titus, you get an attack of opportunity as well, as they both push past you into the room. She falls and is now prone. But she is out of way. Where the... Oh, hold on. That's an old web. So she is now prone and tied. Titus, you want to go ahead and try and stab him as he goes past you?
Sure.
Do it.
So just the +2 melee attack bonus?
Yep.
Okay.
17, close, very close, but not a hit. You miss him as they go through the door. So that was his standard. Now, as a move action, he kicks out with his foot and slams the door shut. Now, if you'll excuse me one moment while I go to...
So as he's tackling someone, he kicks back with his foot.
Yep.
And that doesn't require a roll of any kind because...
It's a standard action. So a bull rush is a standard action, which he successfully did.
So bull rush, didn't he tackle her to the floor? So isn't he prone?
He moved. Yeah, he moved.
He pushed her
and
to the floor and moved her in.
But he moved, so he can't do another move. I mean, closing a door is a standard move action, so he can't move and do that.
I think Bull Rush is an attack action, right?
Yeah, Bull Rush would be
So he still has a move action.
But he moved.
Bull Rush. I don't think you get. Well, let's look at the thing for Bull Rush.
Hold
You
on,
might-
let's
you
check.
might get to move as part of that.
All right, let's see Bull Rush. Here we go. A bull rush. You can make a bull rush as a standard action or as part of a charge. You can only bull rush an opponent who's blah, 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 blah. You provoke. If attack is successful, your target is pushed back 5 feet.
So you are not, but your target is.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, so yes, then. So the target is pushed back. All right, so I'm going to move him back here. So he bull rushes her. Basically, he reaches out and just gives her a big push. She flies backward into the room 5 feet, still tied, falls to the ground, and is prone because she has no balance. So that's his standard action. He's already provoked. Shit. Well, but you guys have used your provocation, so he's going to then do he can move, but he won't be able to close the door.
Right.
He can close the door, he just can't get on the other side of the door. I mean, if he's close enough to close the door where he's at. He can sacrifice himself,
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
but yeah, she's tied up, so that wouldn't really serve any purpose.
He's going to run up the stairs. He runs up the stairs and gets on the deck and goes to here and then turns. His bow is on the ground.
Yeah, he dropped the bow.
He dropped the bow. All right, so he's still going to do that. All right, so she's in there. The dazzle is broken because she can't see the hypnotic pattern anymore.
The spell, the effect
Lasts for
goes
2
on
rounds after.
concentration plus 2 rounds. So it takes her 2 rounds to come to after she's no longer.
All right. It seems like piling on, but okay. So 2 rounds after she's out of sight of it.
I shouldn't have taken that attack of opportunity.
All right, so that is what he is gonna do. All right. Oh no. Here's your chance to let Katarina get the kill. You don't have to punch this guy. I'm going to tell you right now, he's got 2 hit points left.
He's dead.
You could kill him, but you could also be magnanimous and allow Katarina to do what she so desperately wishes to do. After this guy has put 2 arrows in her, remind you.
There's another guy there she can take out. Kill him.
Yeah, it's Ono.
I'm gonna hit this guy.
Oh, come on. All right. Go for it.
I'm sorry.
That's
I rolled
fine.
18.
You missed.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again.
All right. 25 is a hit. You reach out the second hit, you get him right in the throat. You punch him in the throat and he starts gasping. He staggers backwards and falls over the gunwale. And you hear moments later a sploosh.
Yes.
A sploosh.
As he I say, Katerina, there's a guy on the starboard side aiming an arrow at you. Let's get him.
She whirls around and she's like, deal. Vondram, you just saw a guy fall off the forecastle and into the water. And you're 100% sure that Ono punched him immediately beforehand.
He was just dancing.
All right, so he goes off into the thing and falls into the water.
May I move?
Sure.
I'm gonna move to here.
Oh, nice. Getting right in Katarina's way. You're just going to steal her kills all day long, aren't you? Oh, no. For a monk. For a monk, you're very selfish and violent.
I'm sorry. But,
all right.
You know, I'm a teenage monk. Teenagers are selfish.
Got it. That's for Katarina. All right. That is. Oh no, Poe. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to pick the door. I got something wrong with my.
Can you pick locks?
Yeah, that's one of the things I have. Yeah, I'm actually kind of a thief in that sense.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Go for it. I guess disable device then.
Yep.
You're not just making up skills to vex me, are you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I'm a wanderer and a rogue and a thief and a
A man of the Fae.
yes, the Fae.
20. All right. So yeah, you are able to pick the lock. It is disabled, so the door is unlocked.
I will open it.
All right. You swing the door open. Oops. Not that far. Hold on a second.
Could I tell which
Whoa.
door he went into when?
You could not.
Okay, so I'll do the one closest to me then.
All right. Okay. All right. A lot of things going on in this room. All right. So the first thing that you see is what looks to be, at least initially, a cloud of smoke sitting at like a pillar of smoke sitting in a chair next to a desk. On the desk is a variety of things that you can see have no business being on a desk. You look in there and you can hear a humming sound coming from over by the other end of the thing. You can see that there is a crackling noise, and you can see little blips of electricity, magical arcane energy flipping around this desk. There are gems embedded in the desk, crystals, big, in some cases, big crystals that stand up. Some cases there are flat crystals, and you can see occasionally the smoke will swirl over the top of the desk. You can also see what looks to be some sort of mirror, but you cannot see yourself in the mirror, and there seems to be some sort of like red energy that's filling the mirror up from the bottom. The smell of ozone in here is quite strong, and there are a lot of magical energies being flicked around. The cloud of smoke sort of twists around, and a voice comes out of the smoke and says, "Hold on. You are a fool to stay here. Get off this boat and you might live. But if you don't, you will surely die with all the rest of them. I have no particular quarrel with you and would not look askance if you were to throw yourself off of the gunwales and into the water. Swim as fast as you can away from here, because and he says a word that you don't really understand, but it sounds sort of like vortex. The vortex might suck you in. Get off this boat as quickly as you can. There are only a few moments left. You must leave now. I have no quarrel with you. Leave now, and you will live." Give me a quick intelligence check.
Well, I've got that voices of solid things less, which
Okay.
I can listen to the whispers of items as though they are alive, which gives me clues to their function.
Really? Okay. Do you have to roll any sort of thing for that, or is that just a thing that happens?
It's a disabled device roll, basically.
Hit me,
So
because this may be the perfect time to use that. As I put lemon peels all over the floor. What the fuck is wrong with me here?
perfect time to roll a 3, apparently.
You roll a 3?
Yeah.
All right. The desk. I mean, even natural 3, it's not going to tell you anything, but that desk is screaming out with magical energy and a multitude of voices. The 3 represents you just going like this as you reach into that desk to try and solicit out its information, and it's like It's like expecting a whisper and getting a lift off from a plane.
Wow.
Is Detect Evil doing anything in this room?
Smoke seems to emit a fair amount of evil. Did you give me that intelligence roll? Is that the 20?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I can see what that is.
Give me a quick intelligence roll.
Okay, that's just a 5d20. 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, nothing specific. All right. Any is that those are your actions?
Yeah, other than the free action that I'm gonna squeak like a banshee and try to attract attention to my compatriots.
Okay.
Yeah, we got an issue.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that kind of thing. Poe seems to be losing his shit. Nira lays on the ground and continues to be razzle dazzled by Titus's hypnotism thing. Titus, it's your turn. You could feel the power of your hypnotic pattern draining away from your
Where is
victim.
she? I don't see her.
She's in the room.
Okay. Is she still tied up?
Yeah, as far as you know. I mean, it's only been seconds, so yeah, you assume she's still tied up.
Well, I look over there. Does she looks tied up?
You gotta like peek in the room. You gotta go into the door.
Oh, she's
Yeah, he pushed her into that room
gotcha.
and then ran up the stairs, making Benny Hill noises.
Okay, so the room to the north or the south behind the bar?
Nope.
No, this door right here.
Where?
See that white thing? That's a door.
Gotcha.
That's an open door.
Okay.
Open door policy.
Okay. I will move.
Even I am not above the
Wait,
policy.
what did I hear? What was I hearing from that room?
You could feel the arcane energies of your hypnotic pattern begin to drain out of this of the woman.
Okay, so can I recast the spell from here?
Well, you
Or
still
do
have
I-
it going on. So if you were to step in there, you might be able to. You'd have to catch her eye again and sort of reestablish the connection. She's
Okay.
she's still affected, but you can feel the energy draining away because she's not staring at the pattern right now, which she
Okay.
needs to be doing.
I will move in there.
Okay.
And what do I need to do to keep that going?
You need to get that pattern in front of her eyes. Now she is on the ground, sort of staring towards the wall. But yeah, I mean, you can sort of like pivot it to just sort of sit right in front of her. It's just a sphere of magical energies and
All
wavering
right,
kind of things.
I will concentrate and move it in front of her eyes.
All right, can do. Which means that she's already dazzled, so she really doesn't have any defense against it, which means the razzle dazzle element goes away as she is fallen back into hypnotic pattern.
And while I'm standing there, what do I see?
So this is just a weird room. It looks like basically it looks like actors' quarters. There are beds against all the walls and the various things, chests up like on the beds. There's a mast coming through it, the mast that you've seen on the forecastle, that kind of stuff. But it looks like this is a place where people live.
So I don't see anything suspicious other than
No, there's nobody in there.
all right. So I yell out to Arendar and Poe, I've got Shorty in here. It looks like it's clear.
Danger is near. Have no fear.
Quoth the Raven.
Never mere. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Wow.
All right, so you guys see
Reaction.
Titus step in with his
Yeah.
Doctor Strange shit going on, and he yells out, "I've got her. Carry on with your evil."
Okay.
George, oh, it's my turn. All right. Round 7. Bondrum, give me perception and knowledge arcana.
Last 10 rolls. Come on, Perception,
Okay.
Arcana.
Ooh, all right. So you turn to look around. As fascinating as Bill's story is, you know that you're going to the theater and that your friends may be in danger. You've seen this guy splash off the top of the forecastle, and you're just like, what the hell? You look over there, and the first thing you notice is that the boat is beginning to shimmer. And the shimmering seems to be taking place more. There seems to be magic emanating from the back of the boat, and it's a significant amount of magic. A quick detect magic on your part will determine that the school is conjuration magic, and it's powerful, very powerful. You also begin to see inside that conjuration magic, you are starting to detect elemental magic, and that element is fire. It's starting small, but you're beginning to see that the conjuration magic is beginning to warp reality around the back of the ship. And you're a little taken aback by the potential for power that this magic has, because if this is it seems very small right now, and it's taking up almost the entirety of the back of the ship. Your guess is that once whatever magic this is comes to fruition, the entire ship and more will probably be engulfed in whatever's happening.
But will it be real? Conjuration would be real. That's not an illusion. That would be
It's not illusion magic at all.
Okay. Can I see any of my friends?
Not with an 18 perception. You can't even see the person you thought is Ono anymore.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it was Ono threw a guy off the boat, and now you can't see him anymore.
Okay.
One thing you do see, though, is there does seem to be another small boat on the right-hand side attached to the side. So on the left-hand side, you can see the sort of entranceway where there are like 3 platform boats, and then there's like these weird sort of like floating hooked on steps. Right. Imagine a cruise ship, right? They had those steps that go to the side of the boat. This is kind of like the floating attached version, and they kind of like go up there. Those are still attached. Those have been there for a while, and those haven't changed. On the other side of the boat, though, where or at least you can't see any sort of like, you can't see any ladder or any steps or anything. There does seem to be another sort of rowboat over on that side of the boat, but you're not sure what's going on with that. You didn't notice it before, though.
Can I see people there?
No, you don't see any people.
I'm just too far away to see people.
Yeah.
Not even dead people.
You don't see, well, the dead people are sort of laying down, so they're not sort of sitting out of the boat. So you just see a boat.
Okay. That's okay. That's cool. I'll wait my turn.
All right. That was your turn. Is there something you want to do?
I don't really have anything in my arsenal that
You're still a couple hundred feet away, even though Bill's pulling on those oars like a crazy person, talking about how Esther did him wrong and he was going to get revenge on Chet if it was the last thing he did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't do anything until I'm within 150 feet. And I gotta be able to see what I'm doing anyway. So
you will be within 150 feet at the end of next round.
Okay.
All right. In the meantime, Bill is beginning to outline several really heinous tortures that he plans for Chet. He really loved Esther.
Oh my.
All right. Oops, I think I skipped a couple people. Did I skip somebody? All right, hold on. That is all for Vondram. Arendar, you are up. You hear Polearm making squeaky noises down by the thing. Down by the other end of the boat. That guy, however, has run up the stairs onto the forecastle.
So quick confirm to Titus that he's got control of
Yes.
the little girl.
Got this? It's a hobbit. It's not a little
her eyes
girl.
off me.
Yeah.
It's the lack of shirt. That's what's really doing the dazzle.
And flexing,
quick
so
call
my
back to
pectorals are bouncing up and down.
Quick call out to Polearm. What issue are you talking about?
I don't know what's what's going on in here, but it looks really, really bad. We need to deal with this if we can.
Poe,
Even though if we can, we might need to jump off the side of the boat.
one thing
we
that
evacuate the people then?
one thing that's starting to bother you is there's a fair amount of heat coming out of that room. You don't see any fire or anything. It seems to be just emanating from the entire room itself. Your worry is that if it gets too hot, those barrels may go off. You're not sure what triggers them. The bomb is gone. Lorelei has taken the bomb and dropped it out in the ocean, but you still got five barrels of some unknown substance that radiates alchemical magic.
You said they weren't like huge barrels though, right?
No, they're water barrels, but I mean,
Someone had to put
depending
them
on what's in them,
I can carry them.
this is a wooden boat.
I think we need to get those barrels off this ship if we're gonna try to save these people, or we can try to get the hell out of here and let them all die. But yeah, this boat's not living long if we leave these barrels.
I'll basically yell up to Ono. Do you have my escapee?
Escapee.
Titus, you mean?
No, Ono.
Do you?
The
So-
guy who I was fighting ran up, and I know Ono's up there fighting with Katarina.
Oh no! You hear Arendar from below decks yell out, "Do you have? Oh no! Do you have my escapee?"
What?
I love this game.
I'm just trying to punch this guy.
So you're trying to punch my escapee.
I'm gonna beat the heck out of him. Yes.
Good, do that.
Okay.
Neither of you have any idea if that's the same guy.
I don't
No.
care.
So he goes, "Do you have my escapee?" Oh no! Yells out, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm just trying to punch a guy."
All right,
And you're thinking, classic Ono.
yeah, okay. With
All
what,
right.
so with what Poe said, I'm gonna run over here, grab the closest barrel.
Mm-hmm. Give me a perception check before you grab it. 30. All right. So as you get close, you realize that it's not the curve. Remember the curvatures I told you about?
Uh-huh.
The barrel staves? Those aren't curvatures. That is some sort of bladder that is attached to the side of the thing. If you grab it the wrong way, or squeeze that bladder, it could go off. Your guess is that actually, you know what? You got a perception check is great. Do you have disable device?
I do have one rank in that,
What are your knowledge skills?
like nothing.
Knowledge, nothing.
Knowledge dungeon, I've got knowledge dungeon, that's it.
All right, give me a disable device check, just for fun. Suspense is killing me.
I
Still
didn't-
killing me.
Didn't add that to my macros because I never thought. I would-
Just roll a d20 plus 1. If it's plus 1, just roll a d20 plus 1.
Oh, no, that's not my skill. I'm much better than that.
I thought you said your disable device was plus 1.
No, it's one rank,
Oh, okay.
so
That's like with Mike, it's probably a plus 30.
Yep, I was
Right.
thinking the same thing.
He does cheat.
only 28. Okay, just for that. So instead of 30, it's only 5, so
24? That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Natty 19. All right. So you get up to the barrel and you see these sort of bowed out areas. And your first thought when you guys were like sort of far away was like, I don't know, there's something inside there, or maybe it's, something's gone wrong inside the barrel and it's blowing out the staves. But you realize that this is some sort of cover. And there's 2 words that go through your mind. Trigger mechanism.
so if you smack the side of them, they go off.
Certainly a possibility. Now keep in mind, it's not the entire barrel. There's a portion of the barrel that is bowed out, which is probably 8 inches by 12 inches in diameter.
So I can grab it from the other side, right?
Yeah, but if you drop it, it could go off. basically you've got a barrel of some sort of alchemical substance with a trigger mechanism on it that if somebody punches it or a pressure wave hits it or you drop it could trigger the entire barrel. I'm not saying that you don't pick up the barrel, but it certainly gives you pause.
So I'm
The
gonna,
rain is getting a lot
yeah,
harder.
I'm gonna tell Poe, there's a decent chance after looking at this, that when I drop these overboard, they can go off when they hit the water. And I can't throw them that far away from the ship.
These barrels probably weigh 70 to 80 pounds with the liquid inside.
Oh yeah, I've got a 20 strength, so
Well, I'm sure you could lift them. That's not,
yeah. Yeah, that barrel doesn't even get me to like a medium load, so. So basically after I tell Poe that, I'll say, do we try to carefully get rid of these guys or do we try to evacuate the boat like now?
I don't know that we're gonna be able to evacuate these people. They're not gonna listen to us. We can
there's
try, I guess.
probably 40 to 50 people downstairs. They're still making squawky noises and they may be starting to come up.
Yeah,
They are obviously determined that something's wrong.
I
Now
say we
that-
try to get them out of here. I don't know if under perfect circumstances, I think we could probably save everything, but one mistake, not only are we dead more than likely, but everyone else that's still on here, which is everyone is dead.
At this point, I might just as a DM point out to you in the turn order the item immediately below Giorgio.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but that's metagaming.
Okay. Just want to mention.
No, that's metagaming.
Well, the thing is, well, okay.
No, I know we've got 18 rounds to do something. But my character does not know we've got 18 rounds to do something.
Correct.
My character knows that there's some weird stuff going on back there that has Poe rattled. These were made here to like blow this thing up. That's kind of obvious to me now.
Yeah, I think if you can throw them off the side and have them sink in the water, that's our best bet, honestly, to save as many people as we can. It's that or leave all of this and run away.
Okay. So I'm picking one up and get to the edge of the boat. And then I don't know if you want a strength check or whatever, but I'm heaving that thing as far away from the boat as I can.
All right. So according to my calculations, it weighs approximately 66 pounds. You have 20 strength, so that's good. I wonder how far you could throw something. Probably pretty far. A 60-pound weight, 20 strength. I'm
With 20
guessing you could
strength?
probably throw I'm thinking you could probably throw 60 pounds somewhere in the neighborhood of between 40 and 60 feet. 40
Yeah.
feet's a pretty long way.
Right, because yeah, I can lift 800 pounds just off the ground. So 60 is less than a tenth of that. Yeah, probably 30, 40 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
By the time it hits the
So I'm
water.
assuming you're being careful about the
Oh
triggering
yeah,
mechanism.
I'm definitely spinning it around so it's on the other side so I can grab it and not have it push up against me and accidentally go off.
All right. So you get a thing under it and you're holding it and you just like boom, and you throw that thing out there and it launches
Stop
out
it.
there. It hits the water and so I'm going to remove one of the barrels. And I'm assuming you throw it out do you throw it out the side that you're closest to over the top of the burnt up
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, this thing is out in the middle of the harbor.
Yeah.
If I look real quick, whichever way is towards deeper water or towards that I think would cause the least amount of
Well, it would be
damage.
the front, but that's not easy. It's facing towards the opening of remember how the harbor is set. So probably the deeper water is going to be off to either side. So you're okay. I'm just wondering if you so over on this side is going to be where the stairs for guests to get
Okay.
up.
Then I'm
And
probably
then
gonna get
this-
to right there
Okay.
and then
And
chuck it.
throw
from
it that
there
way. Okay.
About
get it.
2 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah.
So you give a mighty heave. Whoa, and it just flows out there. It hits the water, and there's almost like a small, like a moment where you're thinking, I must have missed the trigger. And then suddenly you're just like, ba-boom. That thing goes off 40 to 60 feet away like a howitzer. There's a huge water spout. The boat rocks backward, and Titus, you hear people downstairs like going, ah, that kind of stuff. It's the Poseidon Adventure. You can see fire in the ocean burning. The surface of the ocean is burning as fire comes up, and it's burning with like these purple blue flames, very hot. There's some sort of like liquid that's sort of on top in sort of an expanding circle as these flames go up. Vondra, you're getting closer, and you don't see him throw the barrel off, but you see a huge depth charge like explosion go off on the right side of the boat, and you can definitely see that there is some sort of magical fire on the surface of the ocean.
I'm so frustrated. Who knew I was going to miss all the fun? I thought they were going to have a total drag.
Fun's not over yet.
Man.
Okay, then that's the extent of my turn.
Okay, Katerina, the boat rocks, so everybody's sort of like joggled a little bit. Katerina takes this opportunity to run across here and get over here, take advantage of, could she squeeze out a flank if she steps over here? I think yes. And stabs at this guy one more time with her friggin' dagger.
Ow.
I want to apologize as your GM for the
Apologizes.
absolute fucking dreck that I have been rolling. And look at that! Unbelievable! So she just misses. Unbelievable. Oh God, she is screaming. So the curse words begin again. Oh no! And frankly, you can
Probably a little bit
feel
scared.
the hairs on your inner ear burn and cringe away
Great. Okay,
as
cool.
this happens. All right, so it's his turn. He's still gonna fight. So he sees Ono. Ono is trying to punch him. You missed. So I'm gonna go half and half. Katerina. He doesn't know who's the most dangerous. So I'm gonna say Ono is high.
Okay.
Oh, it's an Ono shot. Here we go. 22 to hit. Ono, is that a hit?
Yes.
That elvish blade swings out and gets you.
Really? Ow.
Yeah, it does.
Ow.
And it's a D10 blade too.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Damn.
It's brutal. It leaves a mark. Not a big mark, but a mark nonetheless. 4 points of damage,
Ow.
and it's your turn.
Okay, that hurt. Okay.
Katerina screams out, "Leave him for me!
No, I'm gonna.
I swear I won't fumble next time."
I'm gonna hit him into the sea.
No.
Okay. Stunning fist.
All right, here we go.
It-
It's a miss.
Yeah, really. All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I'm gonna hit him again.
26 is a hit. 5 points of damage. He has 7 points left. So he's down to 2. She may get her wish.
All right, great. Okay. At least I hit him once.
You did. Clocked him. He staggers back against the gunwales, holds himself up, got the blade out in front of him, and you can hear Katerina going, and some of the most absolutely repugnant, vile threats that you've ever heard. I mean, at this point, you don't have any ear hair left, and your nose hair are starting to curl up at the vituperativeness of this. Polearm, you're up. You're like, hey, we've got a problem here. There's a boom clock. I don't know what's going on. Door's open. Guy's there. He says, get off the boat. Get off the boat. I beg of you. Polearm, I beg of you.
What's he doing?
He is so it's just all you can see is a column of smoke, and it's sort of like sitting at the desk, and like various tendrils of smoke are like moving around on the desk. But the desk is not like a writing desk; it's like a magical desk. You can feel the magical energy pouring off of it. Give me a quick intelligence check. A roll with your intelligence bonus. 18. You recognize the voice. It's Giorgio's voice coming out of the smoke.
Who was Giorgio? I forgot who Giorgio was.
Giorgio was the little halfling guy. Remember, he came to the council meeting, and he was the guy who gave you the tickets. He was the guy who was starring in the play. He starred as he was the main character in the play for the first 2 acts, and then he got killed in the play, and then just obviously the play was going on without him.
Got it.
Now he's in this room doing some crazy shit with some magical desk.
Yeah, that should interrupt that.
What's the desk look like?
It's a broad piece of ebon wood. Looks like Mwangi ebon wood. It is embedded with a variety of crystals and controls that seem to be, various kinds of magical things. Your detect magic is going off pretty significantly. There's a lot of conjuration magic here, and then elemental magic in the depth of it, which is growing. So the conjuration magic about knocks you over. This thing conjures, but at the core of it, you could sense elemental magic, and it's elemental fire magic, and it's growing inside it.
Okay. I did the voice of solid things once on this thing? Is that right?
And it nearly blew you backwards. You were expecting whispers, and you got screams. You want to try that again?
Yeah, I think I got to try that again. 22.
22. Tell me again what this does. What's it called again?
It's called Voice of Solid Things. Raised in the witch market, you listen to the whispers of items as though they are alive, giving you clues to their function. And it uses disabled device as a class skill with charisma modifier.
Okay. They give you clues as to their function. The desk screams at you that it is a teleportation device.
Oh, cool.
And a channel.
Awesome.
And it is taking the ship to the elemental plane of fire.
Whoa.
That's what the desk tells you.
Break the desk. Sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can. I don't know what I got.
Break the desk.
I got nothing to.
That's what the desk tells you. The desk tells you it is a immense teleportation device, and it is currently preparing to teleport the entire ship to the elemental plane of fire.
Shit.
It's not. But
Oh,
one
shit.
thing I haven't done, unless I can use a move action to move the this guy.
Which guy?
The
Spiritual
magic
weapon.
Yeah, spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what you were doing with that.
Yeah, and I'll have him.
So the spiritual weapon is like zipping across there to try and attack him.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
27 to hit.
27 to hit. All right. Give me a 50-50. All right. Did you call high?
Yeah, always high. Yep.
Always
All right.
high.
All right. You see. All right. So spiritual weapon is a very interesting choice. So the spear comes wicking across the deck, flies through the door, and flies into the smoke. And at first, it seems like that the smoke is starting to absorb it. And then you feel that the spiritual weapon has embedded into something. The problem is that maybe what it's embedded into is not corporeal, but because it's a spiritual weapon, it is protected. Roll damage. Spiritual weapons have certain privileges. Okay. All right. You hear Giorgio's voice cry out. Not cry out, but he says quite calmly, "Hold on, you are making a grave mistake. I have no quarrel with you or your friends.
Oh, wait, you
Leave
tried to
this
murder us.
place. Leave this place. You're not there, Arendar. Shut up.
Had no quarrel with us, but he's about ready to teleport us on a boat.
Leave
Without a
this place
bomb.
now, and you will survive. I guarantee it. Swim out 50 feet at least from the boat, and you will live. There is time yet, but the process has already begun. Get out now." All right. Nira is fascinated again. She's staring into.
Well, that was a move action, unless I still have a.
All right. Oh, okay. So, all right. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to.
Now, wait a
do
second. You need to use a concentration check to change targets on the spear.
No, it's a move action to change targets.
Is a move? Thought it
Yeah.
was a standard.
Nope, it's a move.
All
All right. All right. Then you have a standard.
And I'm going to do a move action to try to pick up one of these tubs and move it to the side.
All right. So you're walking away from the door. You're grabbing the tub.
Okay,
What's
free
your
action.
strength?
I see him do this and I tell, hey, be careful. You can set him off just by grabbing him.
Okay, I got a +1 strength less, and
All right. And you're gonna throw it, or you're
Well,
just gonna
whatever.
grab it.
what does Arendar know that I need?
Arendar grabbed his, went to the gunwales, and threw it as hard as he could. But then he yells back at you, "Watch out for those triggers." You could set it off just by grabbing it. And you see that there are bulging areas on each barrel.
So what is it, a strength check?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, depends on what you want to do. Are you just picking it up, or are you grabbing it and walking to the gunwales and chucking it over as hard as you can?
I've got a move action, so I don't know that I can.
I'll give it to you.
Try to pick one up and get it to the end next to Arendar, where he can
Okay.
throw it.
Oh, well, you're gonna run it over by Arendar.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do that. You don't need. It's heavy. So, what's your raw strength check? Is it like with +1? What is it like?
Plus
14?
one. Yeah, it's 13.
All right, you can grab it. It's heavy. It weighs about 65 pounds, but you lug it over there and you take it over to. Sorry, the bar is in the way here. Let me go ahead and move that so you don't have to deal with some of that BS. All right, so you can grab. I'm gonna do this. Hold on, let me grab a barrel. I'm gonna grab a Poe, and so you get over to here. And you say, "Here, I brought you a barrel," which you drop on the ground right at his feet. No, I'm kidding. You're still holding it, right? Being very wary of the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Nira is fascinated. Titus, standard action to keep her fascinated. What do you do with the rest of it? You see Poe and Arendar are chucking barrels over the side. Those barrels have triggers on them, and you've heard Arendar yelling about the triggers.
Shout over to them fellas, need any help?
No, keep her. Or what's going on?
Alright.
Yeah, basically, when Poe gets there, I'm gonna be asking Poe, what's going on in that room down there?
We're fucked. Just yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I can think is to
Oh,
throw these
my.
barrels over the side. It might work. Apparently, there's a desk in there that could teleport this entire ship somewhere and into the elemental plane of fire.
So why aren't we destroying that desk or getting rid of that desk?
Because
Destroying the desk may not be possible.
Yeah, I don't know that I can do that.
Okay, so can I still concentrate and check the ropes on the halfling? Make sure
Absolutely.
Are they secure?
They do seem to be secure. All that yanking on that guy didn't help.
Maybe we could move the desk. How big was that desk, Les?
The desk was big and possibly mounted to the deck.
They had to get it in the room somehow.
But just because
Man.
it's magical doesn't mean it can't be broken. I mean, just as it has magical.
True, but
properties.
magical items have special properties and special defensive properties.
Yeah, we're just not very.
Plus, there's a guy in there. Well, a column of smoke, which you think may be Giorgio.
Talking
but if-
that, we're just not a strong enough level to do anything.
If it is Giorgio and
Okay.
he looks like a column of smoke and he's working this teleport thing, then he might have powers that you guys don't know of beyond giving people tickets and acting.
If we have enough time, we just need to get everybody to jump off of this boat, I guess, but
Can you get him off? So so the boom clock is set for 18 rounds. That's 1 minute and 48 seconds. I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys, but I don't think there's any way to get more than 40 people off a boat and into the water and 50 feet away from the boat. Because remember, the smoke said get as far away from the boat as you can. I don't know that you can get 50 people who are largely sort of like gentry up the stairs, out the boat, and 50 feet away in a minute and a half.
What
I would
can
think-
we do in a minute and a half? What can we do?
That's a great question. Titus, you're hearing all this. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm sorry, repeat it. I spaced.
It's your turn. What do you do? You've got her
But what did I
fascinated.
hear? Sorry.
Oh, you hear them talking about, so you hear Arendar and Polearm talking about, so Arendar asks Polearm, what's in that room? He says a desk that radiates conjuration magic and is about to teleport the ship to the elemental plane of fire. You know that this ship going to the elemental plane of fire will result in a conflagration that will murder the crap out of everybody. Plus
Right.
there's alchemical bombs, which you suspect are bombs, on the ship, just to make sure that if anybody managed to somehow survive being engulfed in flames, that they're blown up too. Somebody has decided to destroy this theater. Weirdly, there's a burnt ship with there's a burnt boat with elf bodies tied up to the side of the ship. We don't know what that's about.
And they're beyond eating, because I've already asked you that.
Well beyond eating. They are
Okay.
well done.
So is this halfling so transfixed that she's unable to communicate?
She cannot communicate. She is staring into the pattern.
Which is good. You want to keep her that way until we can. Yeah, get control of the situation somehow.
So can I search her?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So a quick search will reveal that she has a pouch with several bottles of fluid in it.
Is it baby formula?
It is not baby formula. These are liquids, but there's at least two different liquids. So there's 3 bottles. 2 of them look the same, but one is very different. Her sword, her short sword, which is really a long dagger or poignard, radiates magic, and it does have that blue liquid on it, which you suspect may be poison. It doesn't radiate magic, but most poisons do not radiate magic. Sorry, I can't speak. She has a chainmail shirt underneath her clothes, which radiates magic, and it looks to be made of mithril. And she has several daggers, and another separate pouch that has 2 more bottles of liquids that have a different color. Now, all the bottles of liquid radiate magic.
I grab everything.
All right. Well, I mean, you just cut those pouches and that kind of stuff. That's not a problem. She has 4 daggers in a bandolier under her jacket, which are sort of like, obviously sort of throwing daggers.
Right.
And it looks to be she has a long, she has next to on her hip, sort of on the back, she has what has like a sort of a roll that when you pull the cords off and sort of roll out, it's a bunch of like dentist tools. You're not sure what the hell they are.
Butcher tools?
So can I guess
You can't get her armor off quickly. You can take her dagger, but it has what you guess is poison on it. She
Right.
also has 2 pouches with a total of 5 potions, essentially, in them of 3 different types. So she has 5 potions of 3 different types: two bottles of one type, 2 bottles of another type, and 1 bottle of a third type. And then her sword is magical. And she has this roll up of tools.
Am I able to identify any of this?
Not right away. The tools look like thieves' tools.
Okay.
The daggers look like daggers. They don't seem to be magical.
So I shout over to Arendar and Poe, hey, I tell them what I found. Do you want me to toss them your way? Can you examine them? Do you want to, would they be helpful?
Poe's got a barrel in his hand. What do you say, Poe?
Doesn't sound like anything that's that important compared
Okay.
to what's going on right here. So
Then I set them out of reach of, I just set them down.
Off to the side?
Yeah, where halfling could not possibly reach them.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Is that it for you?
I try a couple jokes on halfling, just because I'm working up a stand-up routine, and I figured why not?
comatose audience is always the best one to try that on. Yeah.
Right.
That's true. Very true. All right. So that's Titus. We end of round 7. It is well after 11 o'clock. We will stop here and start with round 8 next time.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Before you guys go, I know that we're going into the holiday season. Everybody has different availability. Send me, if you know that you're going to be unavailable on certain days, let me know. A lot of people have. If you guys have some certain days, let me know, and I'll try to schedule games around it. For those of you who are off the week between Christmas and New Year's, I know some of us are and some of us aren't. Let me know. We may have some games during that week. Just pop-ups, one-shots. Maybe we'll do a Sunday night game on a Wednesday night. We'll see. Let me know what's going on.
Let's roll on Christmas.
We can't play on Christmas. So there's a couple of things. So just so you know, a New Year's Day, I won't be running a game on New Year's Day because we're all getting together, those of us local. And, everybody who's local is probably invited to Doug's house for our traditional New Year's Day at Doug's house. Andrew, I'm sure you would be invited as well. Gordon, Jennifer, the same. If you want to come by, we're probably going to work on some big grapefruit stuff. But I'll let Doug give out that kind of stuff. But a lot of it is usually a fairly boozy afternoon that everybody enjoys. I will almost certainly be running my traditional New Year's Eve game, which is typically a one-shot. So anybody who, like me, is old and doesn't go out anymore on New Year's Eve will be welcome to play that. I'll send out information on that. And then we'll just figure out what we can do in the meantime.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
Very
Les.
cool.
Thanks,
And
Les. Great session.
I appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of the week. And if I don't talk to you before next weekend, last thing, I am completely gone next weekend. Marla and I are leaving after school on Friday. We won't be getting back until very late on Sunday. We're going to Mississippi.
Wow.
For
Are you
reasons
doing
that-
something fun?
Well, we're going to see. So Jonas has a divisional swim meet in Cleveland, Mississippi, that weekend. So we're going to see him.
Cool.
We're going down to see him swim.
So this has nothing to do with tars, feathers, and rails.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, good,
So,
good. Okay.
so I'll be gone, but basically I'll be gone all weekend. So one thing I would love to encourage you guys are all sophisticated players. I encourage you guys to become sophisticated DMs. If you guys need help, start thinking about running some games, man. Run a one-shot, run a thing. You guys know Roll20. I can help you with materials. I can help you with rule books. Think about this sort of thing. Let's get beyond just me being an okay DM.
I would
Being the guy. Run games. Get out there. Play stuff.
love to. I just time.
I
Yeah,
get
you
you.
don't really
Did say
quite know how you do it,
sophisticated
Les.
BM, right?
Well, I'm a sophisticated BM and a sophisticated DM.
Okay.
A badass master. That's what you meant, right?
We're not quite
Something
sure
like
how
that.
you do all this, Les. It's pretty overwhelming to think about figuring
Well, I
out
smoke
how
a lot
you
of
do it.
meth. I think that helps a lot. No, it's
I would
well,
explain.
I mean, the reality is I don't do much else. So when it comes to hobby stuff, I don't do much else besides these games, the occasional miniature game. I work, I watch some TV once in a while, I clean the house, and I do these games. But I love doing it. So I mean, there's much worse things I could be doing in life.
I think I speak for everyone when I say you're my hero, Les.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you guys.
agree.
All right. Have a great week. Hope
Thanks,
to hear from
Russ.
you. If I don't hear from you, I will see you guys soon.
All right, good night.
Yeah, all right.
Good night,
Bye,
dudes.
everyone.
Night.
Good night.